Coliseum. Along with Brian Moore and Ricky Irby, Jeff Butler getting set for tonight's second game of the season, and the Rough Riders trying to keep their undefeated record over the last 2 years. And opening game last week down in North Carolina, we're going to have a ring ceremony that will celebrate last year's championship season. And Rough Rider personnel are about ready for the presentation of such rings. Greg Fordario, the principal owner of the Rough Riders, coming out to midfield. And guys, this is, as we were talking earlier, something that you're very familiar with. You all just received your state championship rings last week.
Yeah, special night. Definitely it was a special night for us last Monday, and likewise, I'm sure it'll be a special night here tonight for the Richmond RoughRiders and those guys getting their rings. Looking forward to it.
Definitely Monday was special. First state championship ceremony I've been a part of in my coaching career, and something that will be memorable for the rest of my life. My family was there, and just sharing that with the kids and the rest of the coaching staff and our families and stuff like that was amazing.
Seeing the reaction of the kids was priceless, wasn't it?
It's like Christmas Day or Christmas morning.
Was that filmed? Or was that taped maybe?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I wish it would have been. That would have been special.
Yeah, there were a few people there Facebook Live and I'm sure, but we didn't have anybody record the ceremony.
Yeah. See, they let me speak last after all the kids got their rings because they knew they wouldn't listen. They were too busy looking at the rings, and they weren't listening. But it was great. It was such a special night. Like Coach Moore said, to have our families there and the community there, and our administration, and just made it very special.
Yeah. Well, that's a memory that those high school kids will always have.
It looks familiar, doesn't it, B? To see them little boxes out there.
Yeah. So, let's talk a little bit about, from your experience of watching Arena Football League, what are some of the differences that fans will need to understand?
Well, first of all, they pretty much can kick a field goal from the other goal line and score points. So that's always interesting. Kickoff returns are interesting. It's a fast-paced game. I always love watching the big men play inside, but it's pretty cool. When I played Arena League football, I actually played center and middle linebacker. It's fun watching the skill guys go down the field, and it's exciting because, like you said, it's a 95% pass game here, and it's very entertaining for the fans, and it's always a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Football goes into the stands, they get to keep it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's a added bonus. Football goes in the stands, get to keep it.
I just saw my two little ones move down to the front row, so I'm sure that's
anytime on a kickoff, if the ball goes through the upright, you get a point.
Yeah,
so it's a little different. You got a lot of motions. You're allowed to motion towards the line of scrimmage, and like Coach Moore said, you're going to see a lot of points. It's going to be a very fast game.
For those that are watching it streamed, the motion towards the line, if you go over just a little bit, they may call it back without a penalty, but if you go way over, they'll call you for a penalty.
So you usually get a 2 or 3 yard grace period there, and they'll give you a little leeway.
One thing I enjoy a lot is there's always a lot of good hard hits too. Because they feel like they have the padding and stuff like that on the walls, they shell out for those balls, and it's always interesting and fun to watch.
So now we've got Brian Randall at quarterback, and he's a veteran of this league. You had any interactions with his career, Brian?
I watched him play when he was at Virginia Tech. I've never met him personally, but I know he was a great ball player when he played for the Hokies. I'm excited to watch him play here now.
Yeah, and you went to Virginia Tech, right?
I did. And, also Jonathan Lewis, who's our defensive line coach at Hopewell High School, played with Brian Randall at Virginia Tech. So, he knows Brian pretty well. And it should be interesting. I tell you, a guy that I really love to watch is number 77, and that's Big James Carter. Man, he's a beast. He is a big man. He's been doing this a long time and is really good at it. It's fun to watch.
You talked about a particular play that they may utilize tonight involving him. You want to tell fans what you think we might see? Or
it seems like Coach Stout, who calls the offense for them, runs that tackle screen at least once a game, and it always seems to work. And looking forward to see if they throw it to Big 7-7 tonight.
He scored a couple touchdowns on it last year.
I love watching him catch that ball and rumble down the field.
I think one of his touchdowns was actually in a playoff game when they ran and scored.
All right, here we go, ring ceremony.
Yeah, we're about ready for the introductions here.
The
lights are going to go dimmed, and
this is pretty cool.
The smoke coming out of the
I tell you, if you're in the Richmond area and you haven't been to one of these games before, you're really missing out.
It is great entertainment. While we're waiting for this done, last week's MVP, Rashad Carter, I had a chance to speak with earlier today, caught 7 passes for 133 yards. And another one of the interesting receivers that they've got is this Jeremy Gallen that you referred to from Michigan. He, in his career at Michigan, he had one single game in which his pass reception yardage was 369 yards.
Oh, wow.
It's a Big Ten record.
That's a season for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this is awesome for these guys right here, too.
Yeah. For those listening on radio, the professional dance team is out on the field, and the Rough Riders are just about to be introduced.
Here comes the Broncos.
And so the mascot is introduced as the newest member of the Richmond RoughRiders.
Awesome.
Number 00, getting a big round of applause and high-fiving around the arena. Public address announcer getting the team pumped up here. So we're just about ready now for the announcement of this 21-man roster. They have 8 players on offense, 8 players on defense. You have 2 down linemen, a lot of wide receivers, and this is a very pass-happy offense.
Yeah, usually only one running back.
Yeah. And Terrence Warren, number 1, linebacker. Number 2 from Virginia Tech, Davon Morgan, defensive back.
He's a local boy, too. He's from Verona High School.
And number 3, Ellis Lancaster, played with the New York Jets, defensive back.
This guy's a good player, too. I remember him from last year.
Yeah, number 4, Daniel Lee. He was a wide receiver here last year, right? Number 5, Damari Jones, played at Miami University, another wide receiver. Number 6, Mike Carey, defensive back.
Brian Randall.
Randall introduced, and then number 9, Keontae Hollis, who was Defensive Player of the Year last year. And number 10, we don't have it. Some of the roster is incomplete here. So we're missing number 10. And number 16 will be Brian Randall. applause of tonight. Number 18 introduced.
C.C. Williams.
So we got to get a couple of new people. Number 20, Daniel Barnes from Clemson.
There's our boy from Hopewell right there, Maurice Thorne. Anybody that remembers that 2003 state championship team, Reese was on that team.
Here come the big boys.
Yeah, the big boys, the center from Penn State, J.B. Walton, number 55. And that's maybe the most well-known player on this team, Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy's huge.
He is. Number 67 introduced. And we're looking for that number as well. There's the one you mentioned, number 77, James Carter.
He's coming out now.
That's my guy right there.
He's coming out now.
Got the Ray Lewis. Got the Ray Lewis intro.
He's huge too. He is a big man.
And the assistant coaches.
Assistant coach, special teams coach, Frank Cosman. And offensive player, Gary Snell. And let's put your hands together for your head coach in 2017, Coach of the Year.
I tell you, the head coach is pretty big too, isn't he? Woo. That's a big dude.
Yeah, Luke Zimmerman is a security guard in his other job.
I can see it.
He's probably bounced a few guys.
All right, the Richmond RoughRiders are ready to take on the Carolina Energy. We just need to have them introduced and we're ready to go. But we've got to do a ring ceremony. And this ring ceremony will delay the start of the game about 15 minutes. Originally it's supposed to have kickoff right now. But because the RoughRiders won their second consecutive championship last year, we will have the rings presented with Greg Florio and new owner Jim Jones. Last week, the RoughRiders took care of the High Country Grizzlies, 34-19. That's Jim Jones, part owner, and now Greg Florio, the other owner. Allen being introduced.
All right, next, the one that gets it all done on day-to-day operations. She does it all. Tracy Hines. Make some noise.
Tracy Hines.
Many hats. He's your marketing director. He's the day-to-day operator. He's my right-hand man,
Jesse Hedinger, the marketing manager, the various administrative people that are assisting with the success of the RoughRiders.
Without that back office, man, you don't get stuff done.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right.
Next, I want to Number 70, Pregame.
All right, the first player to be announced, number 70 from last year, not playing this year, Trey Vance.
Number 23, defensive back,
Partel Vier, number 23 last year. As I mentioned earlier, 40% of last year's team on this year's roster.
Number 15, from the U,
Eddie Johnson from Miami University.
He was a heck of a linebacker last year. I remember him. Really, really good player. Fast. Wish they had him back this year. He was a good player.
Be curious to know what these guys are doing this year.
and your wide receiver had a huge game in the championship game. Number 5,
Amari Jones. The crowd favorite from last year. Another player not on this year's roster.
number 13, wide receiver Jonathan Fisher.
Number 13 last year, Jonathan Richard.
Number 18, Alan Hayes.
Alan Hayes, number 18. Another in street clothes coming to accept his ring for last year's championship in the Rough Riders' undefeated season.
Certainly an amazing feet.
Yeah, I tell you, if you went to any of those games last year, they didn't only win, they dominated.
Advanced.
I mean, they were overwhelming teams.
With last year's most incredible play, the pick six that we all know came from number 8, Malik Johnson.
Malik Johnson. Now they're going to the players that are on this year's roster.
Yeah, and last year they were up by a touchdown. The other team had the ball late in the championship game, and that kid got a pick six to seal the win.
He plays safety and linebacker, right?
Yep.
It's number 9 that gets to the quarterback. That's Keontae Hollis.
Number 9. Another one of the big boys. Hollis, the defensive player of the year last year. Terrence Warren, the linebacker, wearing number 1.
Number 12,
Anthony Harris. Number 90, defensive end.
wide receiver number 4,
D. Lee. Daniel Lee, one of the wide receivers. Caught a couple of passes in last week's victory over High Country Grizzlies.
He's got a big fan base up there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of family.
number 55, J.B. Walton.
Center J.B. Walton from Penn State, number 55. Another of the players from last year that are playing this year and getting
This
that
guy
ring.
here was having a hell of a season before he got injured. Number 56, Xavier Tyler.
Xavier Tyler.
Dean, what do you think about these uniforms, these new uniforms?
Well, you know me, I'm always a fan of black.
Yeah, they look nice.
And that black with the green just pops, man.
It looks good.
But an all black uniform is just intimidating anyway. I love it.
Lorraine White.
I tell you what, the new field, like that gray turf,
It looks sweet.
it's cool
I
too.
really like that.
It really gives the field a different look.
Well, it makes it home for them. Yeah, last year they played on a surface that I don't think is, it just wasn't them.
Daniel Barnes, fullback, number 20.
I remember Maurice sent us some pictures a couple of weeks ago when he came in here and they saw it, but just seeing it in person is totally different.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Logo in this at midfield. There's Hopewell guy, Reese Thorne.
Yeah, Reese short for Maurice, and is his second year with the Rough Riders.
All right.
And his second ring this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like Coach Irby said earlier there, Maurice has been playing Arena League ball for almost 10 years now, maybe longer.
Well, here's the big guy, number 77, offensive lineman James Carter Sr.
That dude's an athlete too, man. Like, he can move.
Well, one of the great advantages of these Arena League teams, you can pull for the area. You get a lot of these really good players that still live in the area. Some don't have designs to go on and play for the NFL, and some do. This has been called the equivalent of AA. Some more of the staff of the Rough Riders now being acknowledged.
Yeah, I think these are the coaches here now.
And you guys know one of the coaches, the offensive coordinator, Coach Stout.
Yeah, he's the head coach over at Hanover High School.
And you know, I've got to thank Greg Fernario. He sponsored our golf tournament last year for our fundraiser that we do at Hopewell High School for our football program. He wrote us a check and sponsored a hole on our golf tournament last year. So definitely want to thank him for that, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Frank Toston, another one of the coachings here for the Richmond Rough Riders. Stout, the head coach of the Hanover High School football team and the offensive coordinator here for the Richmond Rough Riders.
Derek's been coaching for a while for this Arena League program, from what I understand too. He's been here for a long time.
He was with them when they were the Raiders before the Rough Riders came in.
And there's the head coach, Luke Zimmerman. I understand there are two celebrities in the house, Allen Iverson and Michael Vick. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well-deserved round of applause for the Richmond Rough Riders. As that will complete our ring ceremony, we'll take a time out, and when we come back, we'll have more of our pregame show with the Carolina Energy being introduced. You're listening to Rough Riders football on Fox Sports Radio 1340.com.
We should get an interview.
Boy toys. Used guns, new guns, AK-47s, long rifles, military surplus, silver, gold coins, jewelry, power tools, and generators. All your big boy toys at Liberty Firearm and Surplus, Hopewell Pawn and Loan, 442 South 15th Avenue, across from Wells Fargo and Hopewell. That's Liberty Firearms and Surplus, Hopewell Pawn and Loan, 442 South 15th Avenue, across from Wells Fargo and Hopewell, with all your big boy toys.
Your ventilation system circulates air in your house, but did you realize it may also spread contaminants throughout your home?
Call Dux today, 631-9373. That number again is 631-9373.
If you suffer from allergies, asthma, or if your home has excessive dust, call Dux. Dux, D-U-C-T-Z, checks it out and cleans the contaminants from your system, leaving your home fresh and healthy, with before and after pics to show you how well they did. Having Dux clean your system can also reduce your heating and cooling costs too.
Remember, Dux not only does residential, but also commercial air duct cleaning and dryer vent cleaning. Call Dux today.
We're back here at the Richmond Coliseum after the impressive ring ceremony for the Richmond RoughRiders. The Rough Rider dance team still out on the field. We are now watching the Carolina Energy coming on to the field. They're in their white jerseys and black helmets. They also won their first game of the year last week. It'll be the white and black. And saw a little bit of scuffling in the pregame between these two teams. A lot of mouthing, and we'll see how the game is.
Yeah,
just a lot of testosterone.
Probably gonna be a little heated.
I can tell you, looking at the Energy now with pads on, they don't look as big.
Looks like we're going to have our national anthem here.
Tonight, please welcome from Midlothian, Virginia, 15-year-old Sophia Nader. She sings the national anthem.
National anthem being sung by a local person from Midlothian. Nice job on that national anthem.
That was awesome.
Very good.
All right, let's get it on.
We're
now.
about ready for the start of tonight's ball game. The Carolina Energy, coached by Irvin Bryson, and the Richmond RoughRiders, coached by Mook Zimmerman.
Hey, B, did you see the head referee? He does our games. He's the guy that comes and speaks to our kids pregame.
Oh, okay.
RoughRiders in their black jerseys with the green numerals, and the Energy in the white jerseys and black helmets. We'll have captains in just a moment meet at midfield with the referees for the coin toss. And then we'll be finally underway. This game delayed 15 minutes because of an impressive ring ceremony. That the award to the Richmond RoughRiders for last year's undefeated season and championship. And RoughRiders now have 2 consecutive undefeated seasons.
You know, watching Brian Randall warm up, he can still throw it. Man, looks pretty when it comes out of his hand.
That guy throws a beautiful ball.
He does.
He had a very impressive career at Virginia Tech. And we noted that in addition to the Canadian Football League, he had some stops at Atlanta Falcons and I think a couple of other NFL teams. And he is here to replace last week's quarterback, Rashim Cato. Last week,
yeah, I remember Cato. I believe he played quarterback at Marshall. He was a great quarterback as well. Played in the CFL, I believe, too.
He's a gunslinger too.
Well, the captains are out in midfield now. The 3 captains for the Energy and 4 or 5 for the RoughRiders. Yeah, last week Rakeem Cato threw for 5 touchdowns, had 2 of them called back, so he actually would have thrown for a total of 7. On the night, he was 11 out of 23 for 170 yards. We understand that Brian Randall is only scheduled to be here for 1 week, so we'll be curious to see who Rough Riders will turn to for quarterback next week. Maybe they'll be able to work out a deal to keep Randall here for more than just the game.
Well, that'd be nice, being a local product, a Virginia guy.
Yeah.
Get him on this team is pretty much a no-brainer. All right, let's go.
Well, the crowd's enthusiastically ready for some football, and we are too. This home opener for the Rough Riders.
Crowd starting to fill in a little bit here in front of us, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Behind us too, yep.
This Coliseum holds, I think, about 12,000, and Rough Riders will average about 2,000 a game last year. Hopefully we'll be able to increase that. The Rough Riders will kick off going right to left. Back deep for the energy. Number 3, Perry Floyd. 5'8", 170-pounder.
I like that. I like the music. Little DMX Rough Riders. You guys can't hear that at home. Very fitting.
You'll notice too the lineup for the kickoff return is a little bit different. They usually put their biggest body back next to the ball on the return too. So.
If you're listening on radio, it's only a 50-yard field.
He makes this through the uprights at the point.
Kickoff is wide to the right and over and out of the arena part. If the ball goes all the way up into the stands, the fans can keep that ball.
It becomes a souvenir.
A little souvenir. The Energy will take it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Anchoring that defense for...
Yeah, big mistake kicking the ball out of bounds there. They almost got the ball at midfield.
Yeah. So from the 20, David Washington, the quarterback, and we have whistles at the snap.
Yeah, there's a little bit of heated animosity already, guys.
I think the center might be a little nervous. He snapped the ball before it was ready to play.
Yeah,
everyone was looking to the sideline. The referee hadn't blown the whistle yet.
He was one of the ones John before the game.
I think he's trying to get the chain crew back behind the offense.
They'll replay 1st down in the shotgun. Quarterback David Washington, 6'3", 225-pounder from ODU. Back to pass, shifty, fires deep down the right sideline, overshoots the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was great coverage there. Great job by Davon Morgan, the Oberana boy. 82 might have a tough night if Davon stays on him.
Well, the receiver's going to have a tough time catching the football with the pressure that the defensive front's putting on the quarterback right now. So,
yeah, I remember those guys last year were animals up front.
Number 8, their defensive end, he was the defensive player of the year last year. He's giving number 60 a run for his money.
Washington goes down and a flag for intentional grounding. As great pressure put on by that defensive line. And Washington was in the ground.
They call it intentional grounding, I believe, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollis is a handful. He's going to be hard to handle tonight. Number 60's got his work cut out for him.
So that penalty also involves the loss of a down.
In an arena ball, they're going to play 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers. So that's what you're going to see all night.
The ball's on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, 7, 8, somewhere around there.
Opening moments, first quarter, and the Energy are back as quarterback Washington stands on his own 3 in the shotgun. And he loses control of the ball, and on the goal line, the Energy fall on it. Number 65.
I think they're going to call that incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, his arm was coming forward. I think that's a good call right there, but relentless pressure, isn't it, B-More?
Yeah, I tell you, their defensive front, the Energy's offensive line is not going to be able to handle them. They actually haven't had an extra big guy in that fullback to help out with blocking on the last play, and they still got a ton of pressure on him.
Christopher Kane recovered what he thought was a fumble, but it was correctly called an incomplete pass. And so it's going to be 4th down, and a timeout's going to be taken before the punt. A little bit of confusion here in the opening moments.
Yeah, the Energy seemed rattled off.
Yeah, and that's what the Rough Riders will do to you, man. They'll jump right on you early from the get-go, and it's a veteran group. These guys have played a lot of arena football. They know how to play the game.
Sonny Powell was getting set to punt from his own end zone and called a timeout with 7:22 to go, opening period, and the opening drive of this ball game. That's right. Yeah, 13:22 left in the opening period, and it's 7:22 on the clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, here's what B-Moore was talking about earlier. You can pretty much kick a field goal. You will not see any punting.
Oh, that's right.
There will be no punting tonight.
No punting, you're right. This is another example of arena football as a field goal that is going to be about a 49-yard field goal attempt.
Bad snap.
And the kick is... And it's a fake kick.
They didn't get it.
I think he bobbled the snap and the rush was in there. You couldn't have asked for a better start for the Rough Riders. What a great job by them. Oh! Coach Stout just got taken out over there by his own players celebrating.
So they could not get the kick off, and the holder alertly tried to make some ground. He couldn't get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, normally in a regular football situation, that would be great, but a short field like this in Arena League ball, it's kind of hard to score right here.
That's true. I tell you what, I gave the holder a lot of credit just getting out as far as he did.
So the ball's going to be at the 16-yard line of the Energy as Brian Randall stands at his own 20. Calling out signals, looking right. The whistles blow the play dead. It looks like it's going to be motion.
I think you got a false start on number 4 there.
So that cost him 5. Number 4 called for the infraction.
Got a little antsy there.
So it'll be 1st and 15.
But actually probably help him out a little bit, give him a little bit more field to play with.
So Daniel Lee has
they're going to put him in motion now.
In motion on 1st and 15. Randall back to pass.
Clean start.
Firing long. Flag goes down. Arnett was caught for the touchdown, but the flag is down.
There's a flag on the play, though.
Daniel Lee made the reception in the right.
And he got a flag on the play. That was a beautiful pass by Brian Randall right there. Unbelievable. I think he had a legal defense there.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown will be good.
Touchdown's going to stand.
So the penalty against the Energy, the touchdown will stand.
You know, watching him throw that ball, he fit that ball in a very tight window, and good for D. Lee coming back after he false starts and making that touchdown catch.
25-yard scoring strike. The extra point attempt by Seller. Nothing good. Stevens makes the score 7-0 Rough Riders, and we'll be back after this timeout.
Jerry's Burger Spot has all your Friday night tailgating favorites. From their never frozen burger, fries, ice cream, and milkshakes. Jerry's Burger Spot offers the best lunch, and if you desire a fresh handmade burger or some delicious ice cream like Mom used to make, stop by Jerry's Burger Spot at 3815 Jefferson Park Road, Prince George, Virginia, right off 36 near Fort Lee. Jerry's Burger Spot. Remember when?
Rosa's Italian Ristorante Pizzeria, where the taste of Mama Rosa's special sauces and freshly made pizza dough and dinner breads merge to bring you Italian cuisine in the atmosphere of Italy. There is simply no comparison. Bring the kids to climb the steps to watch as our cooks spin the pizza in the air before cooking your pizza in our flaming hot pizza oven. Alcoholic beverages such as beer, wine, and mixed drinks also available to enhance your experience of our real Italian tradition. Wednesday through Friday buffets from 11 to 2 p.m. or our breakfast buffet Sundays from 9 to 2 p.m. along with our patio seating and banquet facilities and our pickup window make Rosa's Italian Ristorante Pizzeria located at Colonial Corner Shopping Center, 4090.
And they're going to count it.
Point. It is a point on the kickoff.
Yeah.
They kick it through the upright.
And so Stevens, their kicker, kicked it through the uprights, and it's an Arena Football League point that now makes the score 8-0.
And now puts the ball on the 5-yard line.
So the Energy will take over from their 5. David Washington stands at the goal line. Looking right, fires, it's caught and tackled at about the 10. Number 5, Jason Williams for the gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That was a good open field tackle. Just playing a little soft coverage. Great job by Carey coming up and making that play.
Mike Carey, the defensive back, making that stop. Second and 5. 3 receivers out on the pattern. Washington looking, rolls to the right. Flag goes down. Caught by number 82.
Flag on the play, though.
We'll see what this flag is all about. Catch that time.
If I'm not mistaken, when the offensive lineman comes up with his hand raised, that means he's an eligible receiver, right?
Yes.
So the officials conferring as to the nature of this flag. 11:15 to go, opening period, 8-0 RoughRiders. It would have been a first down if the penalty goes against
Looks like it's
the RoughRiders.
The RoughRiders.
It's a hold against the Energy.
Personal foul against the
offsetting penalties.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll go back to the 10-yard line, and it'll be second down and 5 yards to go. The 3-down lineman, the fullback to the right of Washington at quarterback. Calling out signals from the 5. Looking left, fires, incomplete. The pass intended for number 5, Jason Williams.
I can tell you, he got rid of that ball a little faster than I think he wanted to. And, he's definitely a little rattled back there. There's been a lot of pressure on him all game, and he definitely threw that one before he should have.
Well, they're rolling their coverages too. I mean, they showed a guy blitzing off the edge and then rolled the linebacker back. So it seems like it's kind of confusing him as well on what his coverage is.
Yeah, I agree.
So a big 3rd and 5 now. The Energy trying to get something going here, looking for their initial first down. Looking up and firing at the last second. The ball is batted down. And
once again, the defensive front is just putting
Greg Hardy. Did y'all see how hard Greg Hardy just hit that quarterback? My goodness.
Well, did you see him put number 760 on his back to get to him?
Wow. So a big 4th down now for the Energy as they have to contemplate a field goal or going for it, and they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here.
Ball at the 10-yard line. 4th down.
Keep an eye on Hardy here, see what he does.
4th and 5 yards to go. Washington steps up in the pocket. That's a straight side. And that ball is picked up by the RoughRiders.
RoughRiders scooped the fumble. I think we got
that was Greg Hardy coming off the edge with the strip sack.
You called it, Rick.
Yeah. I mean, you got an NFL player, a guy that probably could still be playing in the NFL right now.
Yeah, he's a man amongst boys right now.
Yeah, you can't block him with one guy.
RoughRiders start out with a short field again here.
Yeah, great position on the 4-yard line. And that ball intercepted. Did anybody get the player that picked it off, number 1?
Yeah, number 1 recovered the fumble.
Yeah, Terrence Warren.
So here comes Randall calling up the quick toss. Number 20 is going to be upended on a pitch around the left side. A good tackle made to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, they tried to run a little quick pitch to the boundary right there. Just not a lot of running room to that side of the field. And wanted to run behind Big 77. Just didn't quite make it.
Daniel Barnes, the ball carrier. It'll be second down from the 3-yard line.
77's eligible here. Be a little on the lookout for that screen.
Randall, quick throw out to the right side, and then ball carrier is going to be tackled at about the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down from the 3.
That was a heck of a play by the DB right there for Carolina. Really setting the edge and forcing him back inside on that bubble screen. He came up hard.
Richard Carter caught that pass. His first catch of the night. He caught 7 passes last week. Big third down play here for the RoughRiders. Hash mark at the far side. Randall calling out signals from there. Quick pitch to number 20, Barnes. He's going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage, setting up a 4th down.
That's good pursuit by Carolina. That good team defense rallying to the football, trying to bow up and having a goal line stand right here. They need something positive to get their offense going.
No hint of a field goal. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3.
It's kind of like B was saying earlier, the shorter you get to the goal line, the harder it is to score.
Yeah.
Especially when you're used to throwing the ball 90% of the time.
Right. Randall on 4th and 3. And the ball's batted down. And the ball will go over on downs.
Great job by Julian Young. He saw a quick set there, knew he couldn't get to the quarterback, so when you see that quick set, you jump up and get your hands up.
That's a heck of a play up on the 55 there.
Yeah. Julian Young from Missouri Southern State University.
Well, in retrospect, a field goal would have made it 11-0. It'll be interesting to see if that'll come into play as the game progresses.
Yeah, you'll see a lot in arena football. Field goals won't win you games, and they very few times when they get the ball down there will they be trying to kick a field goal. Usually if they're close to their end zone, they'll try it, but if they're past midfield, they're usually going to go for it.
So here comes the Energy taking over on their own 3-yard line. Washington running play, hands off to the fullback who powers his way out across the 10 to the 12.
That's a good play call there to get them out of their end zone.
And a flag goes down at the end of that play.
Yeah, nice run by Josh Foster there. Really hard run, a little inside zone.
70 still on with somebody.
The penalty is going to be a personal foul against the RoughRiders after the play is over. So the first down that came with the run, they'll mark off another 10 or 15 yards here.
Got to keep our composure.
Out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. First and 10 for the Energy. They trail 8-0 with 7:02 to go, first period. And nice play on the ball. Half intended for Jason Williams, but broken up by Carey. A terrific play from the defensive back.
And that's a great break on the ball right there. Can't do it any better. Almost had himself a pick 6, didn't he, B?
Great read by him. He broke on the ball, perfect time.
So it'll be second and 10 from the 23. Washington in the shotgun. Hand off again to big number 32, and he bulls his way across the 25. Crunched down just shy of the 20 on the RoughRiders side of the field. It's going to be third down at about 4.
Yeah, that's a tough run.
They're catching the RoughRiders linebackers inside and able to get off tackle over there.
Josh Doster, 6'1", 245 fullback, had 2 powerful runs here on this sequence. Big play here for the Energy on third and 4. Washington calling out signals. Another running play right up the middle. Got the first down. And powering his way down to the 5 goes Josh Doster.
I tell you, B, did you see that double team on 90 right there? Oh, man. Anthony Harris for RoughRiders just got double teamed by the center and the guard, and And that's just what that made that play right there. They just blew him off the ball.
Well, they're taking advantage of the Rough Riders getting upfield the last couple series, and they've been able to break inside on them.
So, see if the Energy keeps it on the ground here. They've had great success so far.
You need to get Hardy back in the game.
3 consecutive runs, and now Greg Hardy does come in to anchor that defensive line. Let's see what Washington does here on 1st and goal. They're going to pass it out to the right flat. It's incomplete. The pass was behind the intended receiver, Williams.
They tried a little quick jailbreak screen out there to the right edge, and this pass was a little bit behind him. Great job by the EVs of the Rough Riders, Davon and Carey, of really being physical right there.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. 8-0 Rough Riders, 4:48 to go, first period. David Washington in the shotgun with Doster to his left, and a flag goes down as
it's like an offsides. A lot of penalties here.
A lot of penalties. Still just the 2nd game of the year for both teams. It's going to be half the distance to the goal against the Rough Riders. Defensive offsides. So it'll be still 2nd down, goal to go. Doster to the left of Washington in the shotgun. Hand off, touchdown, and Doster gets in off right tackle, and suddenly the game 8-6.
This is unusual. You don't usually see this. You don't usually see a team
running that
having this much success running the football. Usually when they have success running, it's off the passing game. But they just ran the ball right down the field that drive.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 of the plays were runs.
Great job by the offensive line. I mean, they're gashing them.
They marched the ball right down the field on the ground, which, like Ricky said, is unusual to see, again, especially against the Rough Riders defense.
Sonny Powell to attempt the point after. The kick looks wide right.
Yeah, he missed it.
And so the score remains 8-6 in favor of the Rough Riders with 3:43 left opening period. A lot of action here from the Richmond Coliseum. Back after a 60-second break.
Business in the Hopewell area, located at 416 East Randolph Road and Route 10 to access your storage unit, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lowest prices starting at $35 per month. Units range from 5 feet 5 to 10 feet by 30 foot, 24-hour security staff, security cameras on all buildings. Most credit cards accepted. Call U-Store and Lock, 541-0655.
Well, welcome back to Richmond Coliseum. 8-6. Richmond remains on top following the missed extra point by the Carolina Energy, but the Energy showed a 95-yard drive that time.
Yeah, they've got the momentum now.
And the kickoff heads out of bounds.
That helps. Now the Rough Riders going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. They're almost at midfield already.
Both teams with 1 touchdown. A lot of penalties here in the early going. And Rough Riders offense has been pretty much true to form for arena football. Most passes, just a couple of runs. And for the Energy, it's been reversed. They've kept it on the ground. So the Rough Riders with Brian Randall at the helm, at quarterback at the 20-yard line, going right to left. Fullback, number 20, blocking for him. Randall fires, incomplete to the Energy's 20-yard line. Pass intended for number 5, Damari Jones.
There goes one of the souvenirs.
Little low on the pass there by Randall. Just a little off.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. And Rough Riders got to kind of get the momentum going back in their direction.
Yes, they do.
Now Daniel Lee will be the wide receiver in motion down the left side. The head of steam, Randall Steps up in the pocket, fires long. Overshoots the intended receiver, Lee.
You know, I think if Lee kept going at the angle he was running, he kind of flattened his route out a little bit there. If he'd have kept running at that angle, I think he might have ran underneath that ball. Either way, you can see Brian Randall first week with the team, just kind of not on the same page right there with Lee.
Yeah, definite disadvantage. You only have 1 week of practice with the team.
Yeah, Lee ran that route flat across the field, and I think Brian Randall was expecting him to keep it high on the post.
So a big third down. 10 yards to go. Again, Lee in motion down the right side. Randall looking, fires, caught. First down. Jones making the reception at the 20 from the energy and advancing it inside the 15 down to the 13.
That was a great job that time finding the soft spot in the defense.
I tell you what, that was great protection, man. He had all day back there to throw that ball.
Yeah.
And you give a guy like Brian Randall that much time, and nobody even near him. And,
he's going to find a hole in the defense.
He had time to eat a sandwich, didn't make the throw.
Damari Jones with his first catch of the night. And it's 1st and 10. Rough Riders. Randall passing it out to the right flat. It's caught. And it's Rasheed Carter making the catch, but the ball was taken away.
He was down.
But let's say he was down. Let's say the officials might agree with you, Coach, that
the head official's holding up a second down, so.
Yeah.
I'd say it was close though, but I believe they had simultaneous possession when the receiver was going down, and he didn't try to put a move there at all, did he? He just lowered his head and ran that guy over.
He was there to prove something that time.
Rasheed Carter with his first catch of the night. And it's going to be second down and 5 yards to go, and whistles before the snap. Looks like a timeout. We'll keep it here as Coach Stout wants to talk with his team. With 52 seconds to go in the opening period in an 8-6 ball game.
And see, that's something that, the play clock was running down, which is why Brian Randall called that timeout. Well, the reason the play clock was running down is because the officials were having a conference about whether or not that was a fumble.
That's a good
So by the time they spotted the ball, the clock had already started running. So, a little disadvantage there to the Rough Riders, but let's see if they can capitalize on this great field position here.
Right. 25-second play clock, and as you mentioned, it should have been reset following that official discussion. So the timeout taken has been complete. The ball's going to be at the 11-yard line. Rough Riders lead this 8-6, and they have a 2nd and 5.
Here we are on that short field again.
Yeah. From the 11,
where you got to win your one-on-one matchup. Somebody has to win a one-on-one matchup right here.
So Carter in motion down the left sideline, firing to the end zone, incomplete. Ball bounces, and they're going to not get a flag. There's a flag down in the end zone. A hold is going to be the call.
Yeah, well, it looks like you definitely pass interference there.
Defensive hold.
Pass interference, holding, something.
Yeah, definitely messed up the timing between Randall and Carter there.
I can tell you, these Rough Rider receivers are struggling, though, to break free of these DBs and create separation.
And that defensive holding penalty be an automatic first down. Down to the 5-yard line they go. First and goal, Rough Riders, but this is where they were before, guys, and this is tough sledding here. They tried a couple of runs last time and a couple of passes, and the Energy's defensive stand was pretty impressive.
Well, the Energy run their safety down in the box and definitely going to say you're not going to run the football on us. They're going to force them to throw the football. So
they're going to move the ball further down to the 2.
That's a rule. If you have pass interference in the end zone, the ball's put on the 2-yard line.
So
instead of half the distance to the goal, they just put it on the 2. Similar to the NFL.
Oh, they faked. There's the tackle. They fired it. Complete. Randall could have run that in.
He probably could have, but I tell you, that was a great job. They tried to slip 77 out there in the flats.
You see him standing there against the wall?
Yeah, he was out there, but he was covered. I give 55 credit. did a great job. Julian Young did a great job of staying with Carter that time.
Randall took the snap from center, faked to left, and it looked like he was going to bootleg around the right side. Could have gone on into the end zone, stopped though, and threw it into the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 2.5-yard line.
Anybody that remembers the Brian Randall days at Virginia Tech, when he was there, he would have definitely ran that thing in.
That's right. He was a running quarterback. Another timeout taken here by the Rough Riders with the end of the quarter. Oh, that's right. The end of the quarter. I'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with the second quarter. 8-6 Rough Riders back after this.
All CDL Class A drivers. DHI Express is currently seeking qualified drivers to run local. The company is seeking owner-operators, and the company can put you in one of their tractors and help you make money to purchase your own tractor. Home every night, Monday through Friday, some Saturdays. Call 804-414-1794 and speak with Debbie Smith. See what it is like to work for a company that cares about you and your home time.
Okay, we're back here at the Richmond Coliseum at the start of the second quarter with the Rough Riders on top 8-6, along with Coach Ricky Irby and Coach Brian Moore. Jeff Butler bringing you all the action of Richmond Rough Riders football from Richmond Coliseum. And guys, it was a lot of action in that first quarter. And Rough Riders will start the second quarter on the 2-yard line of the Carolina Energy.
Well, I tell you what, the Rough Riders started out fast, and it seems like the Energy have come back on that last drive and kind of stalled them here, but that last penalty is going to hurt them here, I think.
Yeah, they've settled in well, and Richmond's got to really capitalize. When they get down here, you can't miss too many of those opportunities to score when you have the chance to, and this is where you got to be a little physical, and you got to make sure you, like I said, you got to win your one-on-one battles, not only the receiver spot, but up front, the offensive line. So the teams are taking an extended break here, a lot longer than they do in high school football. They're a little older. They need a little longer to, I guess so. I think the average age of these players may be late 20s. Would that be about right?
Probably so.
Yeah, I'd say so.
They practice here both at the Coliseum and also at a soccer complex on the west end side of Richmond. This game being streamed over Fox Sports 1340.com and also on radio at 1340 AM, WHAP at 96.9 FM. Rough Riders struck first with a really crisp pass from Randall to Lee for a touchdown. The extra point was good, and then they kicked it through the uprights on the kickoff to make it 8-0. But since that time, the Energy has come storming back with a touchdown on their own.
We had the strip sack by Hardy and got the ball down there last time, but couldn't score.
So here we go with the first play of the second quarter. Randall calling out signals. It's a fake to the running back, and Randall's going to keep it. He's tackled from behind, about at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle by Fred Williams. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. And this would be a pretty critical play. You know it's 4-down territory here.
Well, I just feel you got to be able to run the football down here. You got to be able to have some play in your back pocket where you've got to be able to run the football down here in order to be successful.
Coach Stout with the huddle, and now Brian Randall brings his team out. Barnes, the fullback, offset to the right side. 3rd and goal. Little toss out to the right for Lee. Did he get in?
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
He's in. And that's a great play call there. Great job. Daniel Lee came from the left side of the field all the way around to the right, took the pitch from Randall and just got in on the right end zone.
Looks like the referee got a little roughed up on that play.
So officials timeout. The touchdown is good. Makes it 14-6.
Yeah, they ran an orbit motion with Lee and threw him the ball and did a great job of having the running back go out there and block the corner. And well-executed play. Great job by Richmond.
Stevens will try to, for the extra point to make it 15-6. And the clock continues to run in arena football even after a touchdown. So it's already moving, and Stevens' extra point is perfect. So we have a timeout on the field here at the opening moments of the second quarter. Richmond expands its lead to 9. 15-6, back with more Rough Riders football after this.
Looking for exotic food at reasonable prices? Elephant Thai, the only authentic Thai restaurant in the Tri-Cities, located in the Blessings Shopping Center in Hopewell, is the place for you. Don't want real spicy food? Every meal at Elephant Thai can be customized from no spices to your design with lovely spices. Exotic desserts, soft drinks, and alcoholic beverages are also available, including beer.
Where'd you play your college ball?
Elephant Thai, your spot on exciting dining experience. Call 458-2885. That's Elephant Thai Restaurant in the Blessings Shopping Center in Hopewell.
All right, we're back here at the Coliseum after that 2-yard touchdown run from Daniel Lee. He has both touchdowns for the Rough Riders. One pass reception and one running it in. Stevens is a perfect 2 for 2 on extra points, and a third extra point like he's going to try to do right now, kicking it through the uprights on the kickoff. Earns you an extra point here in arena football.
Having a 9-point lead is big. That makes it 2 scores.
Yeah.
Be nice to put another one on the board right here.
He's got a pretty good foot, so.
Yeah.
See if he can make it a 10-point lead.
Stevens ready to approach the ball. Soccer-style kicker boots it. It's good.
That's good.
Second consecutive kickoff for an extra point.
And you got to really figure that's a 60-yard field goal. You know, that's 50 yards plus 10 in the end zone.
Plus the uprights are way smaller too. So
They're more narrow for sure.
So just like that, the Rough Riders have their 10-point lead.
Great job by them responding after the touchdown, getting the momentum back.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what the Energy do now. Will they keep that on the ground because they had such success, or will they try to get something going through the air?
Well, they got Mr. Hardy back in there. At
76, Greg Hardy's back in the game. He didn't play that last drive, so.
Washington stands at his own goal line. They will try a run, and they come Hardy's way.
Yeah.
And almost out to the first down is Doster, the 6'1 running back.
I tell you, they come off the football. I like their offensive line, B-More.
They do good going forward. They don't do very good going backwards.
That's a good point.
Looks like they got about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, it seems like they've taken 60 out at right tackle and put number 71 in there.
This time they fake it to the fullback. The quarterback, Washington, has his bell rung around right end, trying to turn the corner, nothing doing.
That's a great job by Malik Johnson to keeping the containment there, not letting the quarterback get outside. His job is not to bite, make sure he keeps contained on the quarterback, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, 71 for the Energy. DeQuan Murray is struggling just like 60 was before him, too.
So it's going to be 3rd down, a loss of about 5 there. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Washington in the shotgun stands at his 1. In motion, Perry Floyd. The pass out to the right. Incomplete. The receiver wants a flag ball. Nothing doing it. Is good defensive stand that time by number 3, Ellis Langston.
You got a hurt Rough Rider on the field there, looks like. Number 9.
That's Hollis.
Yeah.
That's their defensive player of the year last year. So defensive end Keontae Hollis heads out.
Tell you what, that was great coverage by Ellis Langston right there. He was all over that route. So here's 4th down.
Yeah, they're going for it. 4th down. Ball's at about the 7-yard line. pass. The pass this time is caught. Nice catch that time by number 2, George Wiggum. The wide out from UNC
It
Pembroke.
looked like the same play as the one before that. Lancaster just didn't get there in time right there. Good pass, good catch, and sometimes good offense beats good defense.
Yeah.
Move the sticks there.
Yep.
Out to the 19-yard line. 3 receivers out on this pattern. 3 down linemen for the Rough Riders. It is a running play, and it's Doster heading off left tackle.
I tell you what, he's a load.
Yeah.
He's tough to bring down.
That's a good job by Anthony Harris of skating down the line right there. You know, they ran a zone away from him, and he's the backside guy. And did a good job of keeping that to a 2 or 3 yard gain, and that could have been a little bigger.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 8. The ball's at the 22-yard line, and Washington is moving around his wide receivers behind him. 2 going to be split to the far side, 1 to the near side. Washington steps up in the pocket, fires, wide open, making the catch, and hurdling for another couple of yards is George Wiggum. Has the first down catch and then a good run afterwards before being upended.
I tell you what, that was a good job of him avoiding contact in the backfield there and finding the soft spot in the defense.
Yeah, he stepped up.
Number 2 was wide open.
Yeah, he stepped up in the pocket there and had a nice little lane to throw that ball, and that's what made it successful. Hardy was coming off the edge. He was just a little too deep. I tell you, I'm impressed with the center and left guard.
All the way down to the 10-yard line they go. 1st and 10, Washington, quick pitch, Doster, left side, great pursuit by the defensive line for little or no gain.
Wow. Hardy's a tough man to block, though.
I tell you, he is.
And Johnson also assisting on the play. No gains called.
He pressed the guard, number 65, about 3 yards in the backfield on that play.
You know, it seems like the most success they have is when they run Doster in the A gap right between the guard, the center and the guard. Yeah. On the left side. See if they do that here.
Big play here from the 10-yard line. Fake the pitch to Doster, firing it to the right flat. Oh, hey, drop! Almost a touchdown, and at the last second dropped.
I can tell you, that was a great job. That was a great fade ball right there.
Almost pulling it down was Jason Williams, but an alert defensive play.
Great instincts by Carey there to knock the ball away as he's coming down with it.
And that's saved the touchdown. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was almost a Randy Moss highlight right there.
That's right.
You almost got mauled.
He almost did.
All right, Washington stands at his 15 with Doster to his left at fullback. 3rd down. Looking right, now looking left. Flush down to the pocket to the right. Drifting back, fires to the... It's caught, but a flag is down. Making the reception. Number 3, Perry Floyd. But let's see how the flag breaks out.
Good job of the energy there spreading the field out. They had a couple guys downfield and another guy running across the middle.
The ball is spotted at the 8-yard line, but it looks like that we're going to see the call made. It's going to go against the defense.
Yeah, illegal defense. Somebody.
So with that illegal defense call, it may half the distance to the goal, 5 yard down to the 5.
It's still 3rd down.
So they take the penalty without the play. It still remains 3rd down. 3rd and 5, running play. Doster off right tackle, upended. At the 4.
Great job by Terrence Warren right there, scraping over top at the linebacker. That's how you play linebacker, and you feel that. You scrape, and fit up in there. He got there in a hurry with bad intentions. Great job.
Terrence Warren, from his linebacker position, made the play at the 3-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal from there. It's 16-6 in favor of the Rough Riders, but the energy threatening here. Very big 4th down from the 3-yard line of the Rough Riders.
Another pretty impressive drive here by the energy as well.
And we're going to have a flag as the receiver in motion clearly broke the line of scrimmage, and that's going to cost them. You get a little bit of a grace period if you go over in arena football to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But that was too much.
Hey, you think Hardy looks a little tired out there? Hands on his hips, and looks like he's breathing a little heavy.
Well, they've got him playing inside now, so there's a little gas going up against the meat of number 70.
They got him in nose, which I think is a great idea. You can't run away from him there.
4th down from the 8-yard line. And more whistles as the play was about to start.
Yeah, resetting the play clock.
The play clock had wound down. Play clock is supposed to be at 25 seconds before every play.
It's early season for the officials out there too, so let them work the kinks out.
16-6 Rough Riders, 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 running by D. Lee. And now the Energy trying to get their second touchdown. Washington looking to the end zone. Pass is caught for the touchdown. The flag is down. Let's see where that will go. The pass was caught by number 5, Jason Williams.
Yeah, that was a great throw and catch. And wonder what they're going to call here. Legal defense again.
Penalty goes against the Rough Riders. A touchdown will stand. So now the score is 16-12.
That was a great throw and catch right there.
Yeah, it was.
Just ran double post patterns on both sides. And
that's hard to defend.
You know, and when you're playing defensive back, especially down on the goal line, you got to take away the inside. If they're going to beat you, they got to beat you on the outside pass. And can't give up the inside right there.
Especially in here.
Yeah.
So the extra point attempt now by Sonny Powell.
Oh,
faked it.
Direct snap.
And does it make it? No. The direct snap went to Doster. And the Rough Riders snuff it out, and the score remains 16-12.
I like the play call, though, B, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
a great time to call it.
6:56 left.
Especially with the success that 32's had running the football today.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a problem with that play call at all. It just didn't work for them. Great job by the Rough Rider defense of not taking a break and thinking that they were just going to kick the ball.
We'll keep it here between the touchdown and the kickoff as the 6 points from the Energy close into a 4-point game. And time the Energy has shown that they are very adept at throwing the ball.
Yeah, this is a good football team, Jeff. I think both teams are settling in a little bit and should be good going forward. We're looking to get a little exciting here.
Yeah.
A lot of action.
The Energy won their game against the Triangle squad from North Carolina, like 64-35 last week, while the Rough Riders were taking care of the High Point Grizzlies 34-19. Here's the kickoff, and it's not going to make an extra point. It's going to be run back. And the Rough Riders kickoff returner advances it across the 10 out to about the 12. And number 10, we don't have his name, but it'll be 1st and 10 Rough Riders from about their own 12-yard line. Virginia Tech quarterback Brian Randall at the helm.
Yeah, the 2004 ACC Player of the Year.
An excellent career with the Virginia Tech Hokies. Back to pass, looking across the middle, firing it long. It was wobbly and not a good throw.
No.
It bounced towards the intended receiver, Lee.
He had all day to throw it, too. Great job by the offensive line of giving him great protection right there.
Again, Randall has only had 1 week to work with the Rough Riders.
Yeah, he's got to get that one out a little further. I think he had a touchdown there if he could have got that one out a little further.
Pass intended for Daniel Lee out of Shaw University. Randall will crank it up again, this time a shorter pass, and it's right on the money, making the catch Damari Jones out of Miami University.
That's a great play with the 3 down the field routes and 1 underneath by the outside receiver there.
That's a play that's a very similar play that we run at Hopewell. It's called a Raider route. Send one guy deep, one guy at the flats, and one guy, right there sitting in that curl spot.
It's good for the first down here. Out near midfield, which is the 23-yard line. Randall. Ball's tipped but caught. And making the catch again to Maury Jones after about a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 1, and Jones, with 2 catches in a row, they're going to say it is a first down. The clock continues to run, under 5 minutes to go before halftime. 16-12 Rough Riders.
Can't say enough about those guys up front, man, and the protection they're giving him.
Yeah, he hasn't been touched all day.
Just 3 down linemen. Randall looking left. Plenty of time. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires towards the end zone. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Almost making the pick that time was number 4 for the Energy, Cameron Sullivan.
That's great coverage all across the board.
Yeah.
I kept looking in the secondary, and there was nowhere for Randall to throw the football right there. He had great time once again, just nobody could get open. An arena ball, once everything breaks down, it's hard to do a scramble drill. You just don't have a lot of room. In high school ball, college ball, pro ball, you do that.
So here we go, Randall, back to pass. Across the middle, it's going to be intercepted. And inside the 10-yard line with the pick, number 28, Daquan Lucas.
Randall finally got some pressure in front of him that time and was forced to throw a bad ball, I think. And
here again, I think he and his receiver on a different page there, because Randall threw that ball expecting an in-breaking route, and the receiver broke out. And that goes with the guy that has only been here for a week with him.
Yeah.
Just not on the same page. Hopefully they'll get that worked out.
First interception for either team comes with 3:52 to go in the first half, and now the Energy will try to capitalize and hope, and for their sake, they hope to take the lead. They trail by 4, 16-12. David Washington all the way at quarterback. At the 3, we have movement on the defensive line.
Another penalty there on number 90.
Anthony Harris guilty of the infraction.
Yeah, and he's right over top of the ball. No reason for him to be jumping. You just got to watch the ball.
So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Energy.
That's his 2nd or 3rd one of the night, I believe, too.
Yeah. See if Hardy can make a play right here off the edge.
Well,
or Davon or Carey, one of these guys in the secondary can get a pick for us. Get the ball back.
Doster, the fullback, to the right of Washington in the shotgun at quarterback.
Tall.
Pitch to Doster around the right end. Knocked out of bounds as he crossed the 15.
I tell you what, I really like the play calling of the Energy right here. They're not afraid to run the ball around the edge.
Nope, they're not. A gain of about 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 after that. They started with a 1st and 5. The defensive penalty. So Energy got plenty of time. 2:45 to go before halftime. Washington with 3 receivers all to the left, and the pitch goes to the left, and a good play that time, stopping Doster at about the line of scrimmage.
Our guy, 76 Hardy, was 3 yards in the backfield again on that play.
He forced it, didn't he?
Helped make that play there.
Johnson made a great play there, though. That's a great open field tackle.
Yeah, it really was. Malik Johnson out of ODU. And it's a big 3rd and 3 here from the 15. But again, in arena football, this is 4-down territory, even though they're deep in their own territory. Pump fake, and then a running play. Washington, he breaks free into Rough Rider territory, down to the 20-yard line.
Hey, I tell you what, he made some really good football players miss right there. Davon Morgan, Greg Hardy. Great job. Yeah, great job by Washington scrambling and getting some positive yards right there.
6'3", 225-pound quarterback.
I remember him at Old Dominion. He was a heck of a player.
Oh, they fumbled the snap. Washington going to be brought down from behind. It's Hollis. Defensive Player of the Year last year stops Washington for a loss of about 5.
Stopped him with one finger there, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a big man.
Clock down under 1:18 to go.
You know, back to Washington, I'm impressed with his poise, too. You know, he's kind of taking control of the game here.
Washington calling signals out with Doster to his right. Fires out to the left flat, it's caught.
Another first down.
Jason Williams with about his 4th catch of the night. Will advance the chains.
See, it might be a little short, B.
Short, I'm sorry.
57 seconds. Let's see if they take a timeout here.
But if I remember correctly, David Washington was a starting quarterback at Old Dominion when they won their first bowl game.
16-12 RoughRiders, but the energy trying to capitalize on an interception of a Brian Randall pass.
It's a relatively low-scoring game for Arena League football.
Yeah. 3rd down from the 18-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
Middle wide open touchdown.
Blown coverage there.
Did you see the move he put on him, though? Oh, wow. That was a unbelievable route by 82.
And well executed
trying to
play.
find his name on here. Oh, yeah. Jesse Collins. Great route. Did a little stutter step, had the DB bite, and just a little double move. It was a great route, though. Very well run.
I tell you what, the RoughRiders are going to find tough getting the momentum back here after throwing that pick and the energy driving down the field and scoring here.
They better get it together at halftime, huh? Synergy defense looks a lot better, and the offense is starting to move the ball as well.
Well, you know, RoughRiders defense isn't good playing from behind, and their offense needs to get going to keep their defense off the field.
Yeah. All right, they're going for 2 here, and it's going to be easy as Doster hurdles into the end zone. He took the pitch from backup quarterback, from David Washington for the 2-point conversion, and now the energy with a 4-point lead. 2016 with 45 seconds to go. Kind of quiets the crowd here. And we'll take a quick 1-minute time. We're going to keep it here. We'll take a minute break. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Steve has been Hopewell's lawn and garden expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Heretic Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Heretic Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? It's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
All right, we're back here at the Richmond Coliseum following the touchdown from the Energy, the kickoff to Daniel Lee. He took it in the end zone and brought it out to the 15-yard line where the RoughRiders will have it 1st and 10, and they have 39 seconds to work with before halftime. They're trailing 20-16. And their perfect season, actually years of perfection on the line here. Of course, we're just coming up to halftime, but the RoughRiders would like to get on the board here and retake the lead going into the break. Randall looking left, firing out to the left flat. It's caught, and nice determined run after the catch. Damari Jones powered his way for an extra 5 yards.
Great second effort.
Yeah, and Jeff, I like the play call there. Some short, quick, and easy. Now they're going hurry up.
The gain of about 6. 2nd and 4. Randall looking right. Firing out to the left flat again. Jones catches it, 1st down. Oh, there's some pushing and shoving after the play. A 5-yard, and they're going to call the flag. See how that'll be. Will it be on both teams? Offsetting penalties or one more
if that's on Jones, that's unfortunate. That's not good for your team there.
Yeah. It did look like Jones was the first to instigate it after he had the first down by an extra yard. Clock stops with 12 seconds.
You got to keep your poise there.
Yeah. You got to have some type of composure, especially down right now, right before halftime. You got a chance to put your team up going into halftime, and you get a stupid penalty.
Oh, illegal formation's coming. Unsportsmanlike.
Oh, wow.
On the defense. So, there's one major penalty against the defense and a minor penalty against the offense. Are they gonna?
They called offsetting.
Offsetting on unsportsmanlike.
Did he catch that?
So they're going to mark off the first 5-yard penalty for the illegal formation, and the other penalties were after were dead ball penalties, so they canceled each other out.
Yeah. So they did offsetting unsportsmanlike penalty against the D-back and Jones, the offensive. So it's going to be 1st and 15. Randall runs to the left. Oh, it's going to be almost intercepted. And the ball was right in his breadbasket, but just not able to pull it in. Number 20, Fred Williams.
That's a great call for the defense there, blitzing on that play.
Yeah, Daquan Lucas got in there free from the linebacker spot, and Randall didn't have anything to do with the ball.
Just trying to get rid of it. It looked like.
You got to be careful doing that, though. You can't just throw it up to when you don't know where you're throwing it. Really, that ball should have been picked off.
It's going to be 3rd down. 9 yards to go. 7 seconds to go in the half. Randall fires long down the right sideline. Incomplete. No flag down and 1.9 left.
What do you think here? You kick the field goal or you go for it?
He's got a good kicker, that's for sure.
He's made a couple. I think they're going to go for it, though.
If I know Stout, they're going to go for it.
So with 1.9 seconds left, the ball's on the 16-yard line.
You got to imagine they're going to run some all verticals here, or maybe some deep verticals and one guy across the middle and see if he can make a catch and make a play to score, but this will probably be the last play.
So they have 3/4 of this arena football field to cover here. And Randall will put it up one last time before halftime if he can. Flag goes down, that's the way. And it's recovered, and whistles will keep the stoppage of play as the half comes to an end, but you cannot end on a penalty unless it's a holding call against the offense. They'll decline it. And we'll go to halftime with the energy on top. 2016, something that the Rough Rider fans are not used to seeing. And we'll go to break and be back with more Rough Rider football after these timeouts.
Sports turf mowing, aerating, mulch, and planting. Whatever you need in the area of landscaping, call Chris today at Proactive Property Services, 804-591-9197. That number again is 804-591-9197. That's Chris at Proactive Property Services, 804-591-9197. Your green industry business in the Tri-Cities area.
South Park Carpet Flooring Outlet and Chester Floors Superstore has the finest brands of carpet and vinyl flooring available. They offer warehouse prices to the public and have the largest selection of remnants for purchase. Expert installation, normally the next business day for both residential and commercial work. Call or visit South Park Carpet at 860 West Roslyn Road, off I-95 at exit 53 in Colonial Heights, Virginia. Call them at 804-520-2763 or 804-748-4990.
favorite in the Final Four? I think whoever wins the Villanova-Kansas game is probably going to win it. I did see where Michigan beat Loyola.
Calling all CDL Class A drivers. VHI Express is currently seeking qualified drivers to run local. The company is seeking owner-operators, and the company can put you in one of their tractors and help you make money to purchase your own tractor. Home every night, Monday through Friday, some Saturdays. Call 804-414-1794 and speak with Debbie Smith. See what it is like to work for a company that cares about you and your home time.
Looking for exotic food at reasonable prices? Elephant Thai, the only authentic Thai restaurant in the Tri-Cities, located in the Crossings Shopping Center in Hopewell, is the place for you. Don't like real spicy food? Every meal at Elephant Thai can be customized from no spices to your desired level of spices. Exotic desserts, soft drinks, and alcoholic beverages are also available, including beer from Thailand. Elephant Thai, your spot for an exciting dining experience.
20-16. I'm here with Coach Ricky Irby and Coach Brian Moore of the Hopewell High School football team. And Coach, you guys have seen a lot of football action here at Arena. And how would you characterize this first half?
Well, it's definitely low-scoring first half. I think the Rough Riders came out with a lot of energy. No pun intended, but they came out with a lot of energy and played well early. And I think Carolina's done a great job of settling down and really making it very difficult for us to get anything done offensively, especially that second quarter. And Richmond wants to be successful. They got to fix the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I agree with Coach. We're struggling on the offensive side of the ball. We got a lot of communication breakdowns between Randall and his receivers. We're having a hard time getting the ball downfield. I think the energy's come in with a good game plan. They're doing a good job of executing it right now, and that's why they're leading at halftime.
And I'll tell you this, I really liked what I saw from Richmond the last drive. They threw some short passes. They didn't go for the intermediate to deep routes. Granted, we ran out of time, but I like the idea of throwing the short passes. Let your receivers get the ball in space and let them make some plays for you.
Yeah, and that might work better for Randall in that he's only been, as we've been talking, only had a week's practice. He's had a lot more success with that shorter route.
I think as far as Stout's concerned in his play calling in the second half, I think he needs to do something to get some balls completed, shorten the field, get Randall's confidence back a little bit, and get the ball rolling for them offensively. They've got to keep their defense off the field this half to win this football game.
They'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's key.
Yeah.
I think a big momentum play in the game was that goal line stand early in the first quarter.
Yeah.
When Richmond had the lead, they had all the momentum. All of a sudden, they couldn't score. And then Carolina came back and moved the ball down the field and scored. I think that was a huge point of the game where Carolina definitely showed a lot of poise.
Well, I think with the energy being able to run the football like they have, it's kind of wear down the Rough Riders defense because they've had to play on the field. And then the offense not being able to keep them off the field is what's hurt them in this first half.
And you all both noted that the running that the energy did coincided with Greg Hardy not being on the field. They took advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as the Carolina Energy are concerned, I'm somewhat impressed with their game plan, like I said earlier, and the way they've executed it.
Well, the dance team, Rough Rider enthusiasts are out on the court. If you're just joining us at the outside of the game, the ring ceremony was presented to last year's team. Richmond Rough Riders moved through an undefeated season to mark their second consecutive undefeated play here for Richmond Rough Riders. And some things being thrown into the stands, part of their halftime festivities.
Looks like some free T-shirts there, Jeff.
Yeah, free T-shirts being thrown in. And how would this crowd be characterized? You saw some action last year. How would you say this crowd is?
I think it's comparable to what their crowds were last year until they got later on in the season, closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Be pretty comparable to early season crowds last year. This team has more success moving forward. You'll see the crowds get bigger and bigger.
So the score is 20-16, and early, Brian Randall had success. He fired about a 25-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Lee for the first score. The extra point made it 7-0. He kicked the ball through the uprights on the ensuing kickoff to make it 8-0, and it looked like the Rough Riders would be in the driver's seat. But the energy has shown that very capable here.
Very resilient.
Very resilient.
They're a good football team. They've got some weapons. They got a good quarterback that manages the game well. They got a good running back that can move the football on the ground. I think they're a pretty good football team.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with David Washington and his ability to settle down and make some plays offensively, make some good throws. And I tell you what, his receivers are doing what Richmond hasn't done, is winning their one-on-one battles. They've been able to get open.
That could come down to the kicking game. Now, and the kicking game would be in the Rough Riders' favor. Stevens has shown a lot more accuracy with his kicks. But you have to give the quarterback nod to David Washington. The energy is, he's been quite efficient with his passes and showed some elusiveness on a run as well. So, what are the players that you guys saw play here last year that you see back with the team this year?
Definitely James Carter, 77. He's a veteran. Guy that's played with them. Lee and Jones have both played. The two receivers both have played. And, of course, Keontae Hollis, Anthony Harris, I believe, played last year. I remember him playing. Maurice Thorne played last year. So those are the guys I remember. I feel like I remember the same kicker.
Yeah, their kicker's bad. The same kicker is the same guy from last year. And I believe number 55 played center for them last year, is playing guard for them tonight, because 58's been playing center most of the night. So,
an interesting story about number 13 for the Rough Riders, Rashad Carter. When he was 22, he had open heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The Baltimore Ravens gave up on him, and he came back, and he's still playing football now today. So amazing. Great testimony to his perseverance.
I tell you, when you look at the two teams, the Rough Riders have a decisive size advantage, I feel like. But I tell you, number 70 for the center for the energy, he's a little shorter, but he's a stump. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with him and his ability to move the nose guard off the ball tonight.
So is it correct we see one blitz tonight? That was at the closing minute or two. We saw.
Yeah, I think so.
Most of the time, Randall had good protection throwing the ball.
Yeah, he hasn't been flushed out of the pocket most of the night until the end of the second quarter right there. But when the energy were dialing up a little bit more pressure on him, sending an extra guy up the middle, and they didn't have anybody to block him. So I think that gave them fits closer to the end of the second quarter there. Hopefully they made some adjustments at halftime and can come out and move the ball down the field and get back on top in this game.
It's been a big key this first drive of the second half. I'm curious to see how the Rough Riders come out. The celebration of getting their rings.
Yeah.
First home game of the year. That excitement's all worn off. Now it's time to come out and execute.
That's right.
And you want to stay at the top of the mountain. Going to have to play better than we did the first half.
Yeah, for sure. So the Rough Riders will get this opening kickoff of the second half. Both teams are, though, going through some calisthenics and warming up. 4 officials call this Arena Football League. It's a 50-yard field. And there's padding all around the sides of the stadium to protect the players, and a carpeted field to protect their bodies. We have seen a few people injured, but they've been back into the game. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Richmond Rough Rider football after these commercial words.
1454, a locally owned and operated full-service video production company since 1984. Weddings, industrial safety and orientation videos, video transfer to DVD, DVD duplications. Offerings include standard or high definition, and much more. We stand ready to serve you. Call Tommy Wells today at 536-1454.
Hi, I'm Tammy McCullum with John Randolph Foundation. John Randolph Foundation partners with donors and organizations in the Tri-Cities area to create healthy communities and bright futures. Through grants and scholarships, we fund programs that make you and your neighbors' lives better every day. Visit us on Facebook to see the awesome things happening in the Hopewell area. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures.
Connors Small Engines, 1000 Temple Avenue, Colonial Heights. They carry lawnmowers, vacuums, blowers, chainsaws, hedge clippers, gas trimmers, and engine parts. Connors has a full repair shop. Connors Small Engines has been in business over 45 years. They have master brands like Toro, Still, Briggs & Stratton, Kohler, Ariens, and Kawasaki. That's Connors Small Engines. They're located at 1000 Temple Avenue. Call 526-7108. And say hello to Murphy the Cat.
Okay, we're back here at the Richmond Coliseum for the start of the second half. The Rough Riders will receive this opening kickoff. And number 18 for the Carolina Energy, Sonny Powell, kicks it off in the direction of Daniel Lee. Has it at the 3, to the 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet across the 25. He fumbles it, but they're going to say he was down as he crossed midfield, which is the 25-yard line. He got into Energy territory.
Did a good job of setting up a middle wedge right there. And Lee found a hole and got it out across midfield. Got to take advantage of this field position.
Yeah, great field position here. Randall and the Rough Riders trying to get their team back.
Dave Hahn looks like he was shaking up a little bit on that. I think he was one that picked the ball up and tried to go with it. It was like he was a little ginger over there on the sideline.
Brian Randall out of Virginia Tech. Carter in motion on the left side, looking in that direction. Pump fake going on. He's got it. First play.
Great double move by Jones there.
Yeah, great stop and go. That was a great job. You know, they must have saw something in the first half, and they exploited it right there early in the second half. Great job. Great call by Coach Stout.
I can tell you from our experience, being able to adjust at halftime, if you've got a coaching staff and you've got players that can make those adjustments at halftime, you're going to be ultimately successful in the long run. So
23-yard scoring strike from Randall to Jones. Just like that, the Rough Riders back on top, 22-20. The extra point attempt from Stevens is... It's good. No signal's been given. Now it's been given. So the extra point makes it 23-20 on the very first play of the second half. And guys, that's exactly what you called.
Yep.
They had to come out strong, and they did it.
Yeah, great play call, great job, great execution. You know, and Brian Randall's a veteran. You don't play 13, 14 seasons football without understanding how to play the game a little bit.
He showed it right there.
He did.
One of our sponsors for tonight, Richmond Rough Rider football, Bates Orthodontics, and they're proud to be a partner with the Rough Riders this year. Dr. Sheldon Bates received his master's degree and specialty certificate in orthodontics from VCU. And during his residency, Dr. Bates fell in love with his wife Taylor, and together they decided to make Richmond their home. Avid South Carolina Gamecock and Nebraska Cornhusker fans, the Bates are proud to support their local football team. And with 3 Bates braces locations to choose from, it's easier than ever for you as well. Visit BatesBraces.com for more information. That's BatesBraces.com on how you can schedule your free consultation with Dr. Bates today.
Yeah, we thank you, Dr. Bates. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you. I tell you, sir, he missed the kickoff there, but
must have had a headwind.
Yeah.
So the kickoff did not result in an extra point this time. That's the first miss, but still 23-20 as the Energy put the ball in play on their own 20-yard line. Washington, back pass, steps up in the pocket, lobs it to the right side. It's caught. It's a first down. And George Wiggum with the reception.
Yeah, just a great job by Wiggum. It's a little simple crossing route. They just ran somebody straight on one side of the field and brought somebody underneath from the opposite side and right over top of the linebackers.
Well, that's been finding the soft spot in the Rough Riders defense all night with that under route. And we still haven't seen to cover it up. So
all the way down to the 13-yard line. A running play, Doster off left guard. He powers his way down close to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, better job there of, playing that play. That's the one I thought they had a lot of success with, that little inside zone right in between the left A gap.
Greg Hardy on the stop for the Rough Riders. A gain of 2 on the play, and it's 2nd and 8. Doster to the right of Washington in the shotgun. Again, they give it to Doster. This time he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And he's hit by Greg Hardy.
He's got that quick twitch that you want in a defensive end.
71 has had a hard time blocking him most of the night. So
yeah.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8. Let's see what the energy dial up here. 2 receivers to each side, and in motion, the third one, number 82. They're looking in his direction. Stepping right in front of the would-be receiver and heading the other way.
Attaboy.
Richmond RoughRider, Devon Morgan.
Hey, Devon Morgan read that route perfect. I tell you, that was a great job by him.
Virginia Tech alum.
And Verona Blue Devil as well.
Yeah. They tried to run a flag route, a little corner route right there. Devon did not go for the fake inside. The kid gave him a little step like he was going to run a post and then cut to the corner. And Devon did a great job of sinking his hips and breaking on that throw. And big time play for Richmond.
Big time play. Each team now with 1 interception that have proven to be huge. As an injured player for the Energy, the number 5, Jason Williams, who's been their number 1 receiver tonight, and it looks like he's got a knee or leg injury. It doesn't look good. It comes with 11:58 to go in this third period. It was on the interception return, I believe. He might have been blocking. Trying to tackle. He ran up against a block from one of the Rough Riders. And he's lying out stretched at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Rough Riders come out in the second half with a great offensive play and then a good defensive stand ending with a pick here. I don't think you could have asked for a better start to the second half.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's see if they can capitalize this right here. Now, this is what championship teams do. When you make big plays, you got opportunities. Let's see if we can go ahead and put this one in the end zone as well.
Now they're huddling with offensive coach Stout. As a good round of applause for Jason Williams as he's up but helped off the field, and I don't think we're going to see him the rest of the night. That's a big blow for the Energy. The leading receiver is being helped off the field, and guys, that could be the season for him.
That's one thing about playing on this turf is you get a lot of knee injuries, and it looks like what they were working on out there is his knee.
So a tough break for Williams and the Energy. In the meantime, the Rough Riders will take over on their own 5-yard line. Nursing a 3-point lead, 23-20. And will just have their second offensive play. The first one was near perfect, a 23-yard scoring pass to Jones.
Definitely not the high-scoring game we talked about pregame.
Yeah, it's not. They could still get there, though. Could still get there.
Yeah, last week for the Energy, they scored 64 points against Triangle. And the Rough Riders had 39 points in their win.
Yeah, the Triangle, that's a North Carolina team as well.
Yeah. Randall, quick fire out to the right, flat, intended for Carter. Missed him. Just a errant pass that time.
That's all timing.
Yeah.
That's all timing with that play. You had a wide open receiver right there in the flats, and Randall just threw it a little sooner than he should have right there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think Randall was expecting him to break it off a yard or two earlier, and the receiver was expecting a little later.
3-man defensive front in this 8-person defensive unit, 8 on 8 actually. Randall's pass this time caught at the 3, and Jones upended at the 10. So a gain of 5 would be third down.
I like the play call. Just a simple 5-yard stop route, get the ball to your receiver in space, and let him try to make some plays with it. You got half of it back right there. You know?
I'll tell you what, their receivers are good enough athletes. I think if you get the ball to them quick, they're going to make some plays.
I agree. I like the play call.
So the ball's at the far hash mark. Rough Riders going right to left here in front of us. This pass out to the left flat, too far for Carter.
It's like another breakdown in communication there.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a good route combination right there by the two receivers. They almost ran into each other. Yeah, those guys have to do a better job of spacing. I don't know if
looked like it was supposed to be a little mesh route there.
Yeah, it looked like a little post and a quick out, but I don't know if the guy running the post got jammed up or what, but he was right in the way. Both guys almost hit each other.
Big 4th and 4. And of course they go for it here in arena football, even though it's on their own 11-yard line. 4th and 4, Randall across the middle, incomplete. Led him just a little too much. The receiver was open on the play.
It was.
Daniel Lee.
The energy dialed up some pressure again that time, but Randall had a good pocket to step up and throw the ball. He just overthrew it a little bit.
And of course now that with this, unbelievably good field position from the 11-yard line come the energy and a chance to retake the lead.
And what they ran that time, Jeff, they worked the same side concept as they did last play, but they ran a post from the backside over top. And they had it open. They just missed it.
So here comes David Washington and the Carolina Energy with Doster, the fullback, to his right. The pass out to the left flat is caught. Making the reception, George Wiggum, near the 5-yard line. So a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 for the Energy. Let's see if the Rough Rider defense can dig in here where it's tough for these offenses. Wiggum to the left on 2nd and 4. Good protection, firing out to the right, it's caught. And a touchdown, Energy. Number 12, Quentin Atkinson from North Carolina Central University with the 5-yard touchdown pass. And the Energy have retaken the lead 26-23.
Well, there's a situation where Washington had a lot of time to throw the football.
Yeah.
Found a late breaking guy across the middle, a little scramble drill, and put the ball right in the perfect spot. The receiver made a play for him.
Sure did. Sonny Powell on to attempt the point after to try to give his team a 4-point lead.
Missed it.
And he missed. It's his second miss of the night. And the kicking game indeed can be critical coming down the home stretch. 8:10 to go, third period. Rough Riders trail by 3 though. 26-23, back in 30 seconds.
Sporting Goods.
Now you can shop with us anywhere or any time of the day at dancesportinggoods.com.
We are adding inventory to our website every single day.
And remember, if you ever have a problem,
Dance's Sporting Goods will always take care of you with questions or returns.
Just like you're here with us in the store. Come on, get you some.
Dance's Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Stop by or shop with us online. dancesportinggoods.com.
Okay, we're back here at the Coliseum. The Rough Riders seeking to come from behind for the second time tonight. It's something that they're very unfamiliar with in their 2+ years of action here.
Got to give Carolina credit right there. After the turnover, the defense held, offense capitalized. Got a bit of back and forth game.
It has. Here's the low liner kickoff, and it bounces and picked up at the 5. Lee on the reception. He's juking and jiving. Flag goes down at the 20. Actually, it's going to probably be a clip or offensive hold. And this will be brought back.
Holding.
Yeah. Lee did a good job of advancing it 15 yards out to the 20. But an offensive hold will bring the ball back inside the red zone.
Nice little stutter step move by Lee there to get a couple extra yards.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was for nothing.
I think the upback's got to field that kick right there and at least get him up to midfield.
Yeah, he let it run. He let it go past him and kept running forward.
Back to the 7-yard line go the Rough Riders. 8 minutes and counting here in the third period. It's the Carolina Energy 26, the Richmond Rough Riders 23. Brian Randall in the shotgun, stands at his own 3-yard line. Quick pass out to the right side. There's number 77 goes. And the play.
I love it, man.
James Carter.
That's your tackle screen, ladies and gentlemen, in arena football.
Gets a big round of applause here from the Rough Riders as that offensive lineman.
And it works every time they run it. Every time I've seen them run that.
I don't care who you are. If you're a part of any football in your life, watching an offensive lineman catch the ball is an amazing thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And he can actually move.
Yes, he can.
Big man.
It gets him the first down.
He hurdled over a would-be tackler to get the first down.
Out to the 18-yard line. Randall looking left, fired into the middle of the field, is caught. Jones on the reception inside the 20.
That's a great dig route there. Great ball, great pass, great catch.
Picture perfect from the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Randall, execution perfect that time. Down to the 19-yard line, and they're on the march, trying to retake the lead with 6.5 minutes to go, third period. DeMarvie Jones, the leading receiver here tonight for the Rough Riders. He's in motion on the left side. They're looking in his direction. It's a catch. He makes the catch. Jones, another reception just shy of the 10-yard line.
Find a little rhythm right now.
3 consecutive pass receptions from Randall, and the ball is marked on the 10.
They're doing a great job of taking what the defense gives them. The defense is playing a little bit of a soft coverage now, and the Rough Riders are moving the ball right down the field.
Let's see if they can take it the last 10 yards into the end zone. Lee in motion left to right. Randall flushed out of the pocket, fires over a tip, and falls harmlessly to the ground, fortunately for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, he had a man wide open in the end zone. He definitely did. I think D. Lee was wide open in the end zone.
One of the defensive linemen got his hands on it, or that would have been 6 points for the Rough Riders.
Looks like you got a hold here, too, on the offense, Jeff.
So it would have been negated anyway. So number 57 called for the penalty against the Rough Riders. Fans don't like it.
They never like
calls.
Neither do coaches.
At the 20-yard line with the penalty, a 10-yard penalty. It'll be...
It's like second and
20.
15 maybe.
Yeah. Randall, back to pass. Plenty of time. Fires it across. It's caught. Jones near the first down marker.
Looks a little short there, Jeff.
Yep. DeMarvie Jones.
Hey, DeMarvie's coming alive this drive, isn't he? That's a great crossing route right there. Randall found him a little late.
Yeah, it's right inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Oh, they gave him the first down.
They gave him the first down.
So it'll be first and goal to go. And those defensive linemen have their hands on their hips. They're tired.
You love to see that as an offensive player.
Timeout taken. Brian Randall didn't like what he saw. Maybe it was the time clock.
Well, this is where the Rough Riders fell into a problem in the first half, is their defense was on the field a lot. Their offense was trying to take shots downfield. Now their offense is moving the ball and sustaining drives. That helps your defense out a lot.
So, Brian, you're an offensive lines coach, what would you be telling your offensive line right now in a situation like this?
We got 10 yards to go. If we're throwing the football, you need to give your quarterback as much time as possible to make a good throw and make a good decision. If we're running the football, you're going to come off the ball and smack somebody in the mouth and try to get that ball in right now.
Now, we're thinking here in arena football, they're going to be passing, right, for the most part, 95%.
Well, that's what we've been saying all night, Jeff, and they've been proving us wrong. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you never want to say never. Well, both the coaches,
me as an offensive line coach in normal football, right here, I'm screaming, we run the football.
Yeah.
But on the 50-yard field under the lights, it's a different story.
Yeah.
With only 3 linemen.
Yeah, 3 offensive linemen.
You got to figure you got 5 guys in the box. You have 3 defensive linemen.
Plus down here all night, the energy have done a good job of dialing up pressure at this time on the field, at this point on the field.
So here we go on first and goal from the 9-yard line. Rough Riders trail by 3, 26-23 with 4:36 to go in the third period. And the Energy are calling for some kind of a...
Wow, they got away with one there.
We had to call another timeout.
Well, 55 was rolling back in his stance there and almost got called for an offsides.
Yeah.
The Energy wanted some kind of flag to be thrown.
Yeah, they were looking for it, and they were right. I don't know how they got away with that one.
So 2 consecutive timeouts here.
That might hurt you down the stretch. You hate to lose those timeouts in the second half.
So, guys, is it the same amount you get 3 per half in arena football as you do in the...
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, they just got holding on to that one timeout.
I know as a head coach, I never want to use a timeout in the second half in a close game. You're going to need those down the stretch.
All right, so here we go. Very big first and goal from the 9. Randall has Lee in motion to the left.
There he is.
Across the middle, he's got it! Touchdown!
Wow, what a great play. They're really doing a good job of exposing that underneath route against this defense.
Yes. It's a simple crossing route right there.
It's those 6 points for the Rough Riders. Not sure who it was that caught that. Did you guys catch who it was?
It was 5. It was Damari Jones.
Damari Jones.
I can tell you what else I noticed too. They had a running back out of the game. They had an extra lineman in there for
playing that
protection.
fullback, yeah.
So the Rough Riders retake the lead 29-26. This has been a back and forth game, and Stevens has shown his accuracy at the high snap though, good placement, and Stevens gets the throw.
That's a great job by Davon Morgan there, getting that ball down on the turf so he could kick that football.
Yes, indeed.
Did he hold for y'all at Verona?
Yeah, he was the quarterback for us at Verona, so he held on our PATs and field goals.
Well, with 3:46 to go third period. In this back and forth game, the Rough Riders now on top 30-26. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Rough Rider football.
Hey there, this is Alex Shore with Liberty Firearms and Surplus with all your big boy toys. Used guns, new guns, AK-47s, long rifles, military surplus, silver, gold coins, jewelry, power tools, and generators. All your big boy toys at Liberty Firearm and Surplus, Hopewell Pawn and Loan, 442 South 15th Avenue, across from Wells Fargo and Hopewell. That's Liberty Firearms and Surplus, Hopewell Pawn and Loan, 442 South 15th Avenue, across from Wells Fargo in Hopewell with all your big boy toys.
And we're back here at Richmond Coliseum as the Rough Riders with 3:46 to go in the third period. In this seesaw game have retaken the lead 30-26, looking for their second consecutive win in this campaign of the 2018 year. Stevens kickoff just misses the extra point through the goalpost of arena football.
Okay, so I guess if the only drawback of going for that is if you kick it out of bounds, they get it on the 20. It's been a great game.
It has been a lot of great action here as David Washington leads his team back out onto the field. And
need to get some pressure on Washington.
They do need it. It's a running play, and it's powered up the middle for Doster.
And Mr. Hardy is on the tackle again.
Yes.
Greg Hardy.
I tell you what, though, he got about 5 on that, B. 4 or 5 yards.
Well, that's only because they keep running away from Hardy.
I actually got about 3 yards.
Let's see what the play call is here.
They put Hardy back at nose again.
We're going to say about a 4-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 6.
Oh, they tried to cut him.
And incomplete pass. And Washington on the run trying to connect with his wide receiver.
I tell you, he's good on his feet.
Yeah, he is.
I've been impressed with Washington. I think he's pretty good. That wasn't his fault right there.
George Wingham, the intended receiver.
He made a hell of a throw there.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 for the Energy. With 2:45 to go, 3rd period, they trail 30-26.
I noticed Maurice is in the game, Rick.
David Washington back to pass. Puts down in the pocket. He's going to run down the left sideline. Slides down at the 20.
Good job, Reese. That's a Hopewell guy on the tackle right there.
Very close to a first down.
I think he's short.
Yeah, 4th down.
6'3" Washington was diving for that first down marker. Just comes up a couple of inches short, maybe a half a yard short.
Great job by Maurice there coming up while getting blocked on the wall and making that tackle short of the first down.
Another crowd on their feet here, trying to encourage the Rough Rider defense to dig in on 4th down and a half a yard. All standard motion. All the noise in this building had something to do with that.
This crowd is into it now, Jeff.
Yes.
5-yard penalty to make it 4th and about 5.5 yards to go. It looked like that was going to be a running play.
Yeah, he came off the ball like it was.
So now the ball's at 25.5-yard line, 24.5-yard line. Gonna have to keep Washington contained here. Washington looking left, right, flush down the pocket, fires the wobbly. Broken up. And the ball goes over on down.
Hey, great job by Mike Carrier breaking on that football and knocking it down.
Richmond RoughRider defense. And a critical play there with 55 seconds to go. The timeout's going to be taken here.
That was a great break on the ball by number 11, Carey, to break that pass up.
Yes, it was.
Now let's see if they can take advantage of this right here.
All right, timeout. They're going to put the clock back up to 1:15.
Seemed to be an issue with the clock there.
Yeah. There was put about 10 more seconds on the clock, about 15 more seconds on the clock.
Well, yeah, change of possession. I think the clock is supposed to stop.
Randall flushed out of the pocket. He throws on the run. Oh, overshoots the intended receiver. Jones had a step on the defender.
I tell you what Jones did. He stopped running. He turned around. If he'd have just kept running and not turned around, he might have ran right underneath that thing.
He thought the play was over.
It's a good job by Randall escaping, though. Because Natty, who was number 90 for them? Maurice Javis. Javis got pressure right up the middle and flushed Randall.
Clock running inside 35 seconds. It runs even with an incompletion in arena football.
Once again, no tailback in the game. You got an extra offensive lineman right up there in front.
Randall looking. Fires towards the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play. Henry Dickinson, they're defending on Jones, and And now the clock stops here with 18 seconds to go. So
I tell you, they're paying extra special attention to Jones. I like seeing him run Lee across the middle on a crossing route or something like that. And try to get one of those guys to let Jones run deep and let somebody else run across the middle underneath.
Yeah, Carter or Lee.
Play clock's not working on that end, so they're going to keep it on the field, is what he said.
The clock actually shows 18. Now they've taken all the time off the clock. It previously said 18.4 seconds. And then the official said we're going to keep the time on the field because of the malfunction of the clock. And now they're saying the clock has run out. So that really goes to the disadvantage of the Rough Riders.
Yeah, absolutely.
As they could have had a chance for at least one more play, maybe two. And so that's the end of the third quarter, but they'll have the ball when they start the fourth quarter. And we'll be back after this. Well, we're going to keep it here and let you know about a little bit more about Bates Orthodontics, one of the sponsors of Richmond Rough Rider football. Dr. Sheldon Bates received his master's degree and specialty certificate in orthodontics from VCU. And during his residency, Dr. Bates fell in love with his wife, Taylor, and together they decided to make Richmond their home. Avid South Carolina Gamecocks and Nebraska Cornhusker fans, the Bates are proud to support their local football team. And with 3 Bates Braces locations to choose from, it's easier than ever for you as well. Visit BatesBraces.com for more information and to schedule your free consultation with Dr. Bates today. That's BatesBraces.com. Well, we finished 3 quarters here at the Richmond Coliseum. Along with Brian Moore and Ricky Irby, it's Jeff Butler bringing you all the action of Richmond Rough Rider football. This second game of the season.
I can tell you, if I don't get the first down here, I'm really tempted to kick that field goal. Go from a 4-point lead to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. And their extra point kicker has missed 2 extra points.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting as the quarter starts. Richmond will have the ball near midfield. As Coach Stout is having a word with his offensive squad. Brian Randall, gone all the way for the Rough Riders at quarterback, has had some moments of some terrific passes.
I think he's played a lot better the second half, and maybe that came with him being familiar.
Yeah,
a little bit more with the guys he's throwing the ball to, but definitely think he's played a lot better.
Randall calling out signals on third down. Fires it. It's caught. That's near the 15-yard line, and a good catch that time by Shot Carter.
I looked short of the first down.
I'll tell you, wasn't a great pass, though, you know?
Fourth
not
down.
A great pass.
I don't know. I think I'd go for it here, Rick.
Yeah, I'd go for it. 4th and 1. Let's go.
And they are looking to go for it here.
Let's run that thing behind Big 77.
Yeah, well, let's get that big fullback in there and just let Brian Randall go. He's got to get this first down here.
And they got no running back.
No, they do look like they're going to put it in the air.
Is still in there.
Yeah.
You got to run this, right?
Leads in motion. They got to jump. They're going to get an automatic first down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I don't think he made it big.
Well, I tell you what, that's a good call to go on to there.
It is.
Yeah. A little change in the snap call.
Well, I noticed that the motion guy was way back. He was almost 20 yards deep, which allowed him to get a hard
tackle. You think that's an indicator? I tell you, that's but you know, as Carolina, you know, maybe you should see something like that. Right. Hey, look, he's extra deep.
Yeah. So Brian Randall gets the defense to jump off sides by changing his cadence a little bit.
That's a savvy veteran right there.
Good call. Good call on 4th and short.
Especially when the run was snuffed out. That it was And now going to be first down, and I don't know if they can get a first down or not. The ball's right at the 10-yard line. Randall back to pass.
There he is, 13.
He's open at the mid zone. Touchdown! Carter with his first touchdown of the night.
Sean Carter. And they had trips to that side, Jeff, and the outside receiver ran out, the inside receiver ran in, and the middle guy just ran to the goal line and sat down, and nobody covered him.
Carter extended his hand across the goal line. One official gave it the touchdown sign. And that's his first touchdown reception of the night. He had 3 last week. And now with a 10-point lead, this extra point from Stevens could make it 11. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is perfect. And the Rough Riders extend their lead to 11 with 13:03 to go in the ballgame. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with more Rough Rider football.
It's got to settle in now.
We're back here at Richmond Coliseum. It's a lot of excitement here at Richmond Rough Rider football. The Rough Riders have an 11-point lead, 37-26, with 13:03 to go as Stevens preparing to kick off. Back deep for the energy is Perry Floyd.
We have one of the Rough Rider guys in the end zone that was kind of holding on to the return guy.
Stevens' kick is going to be short of the goal post.
Now he touched that, so really that ball should be on the 5-yard line and not the 20. We'll see where they spot it.
I think the officials are going to agree with you. He said he did touch it.
Yeah, he's saying he tipped it.
And so it's a big, big difference.
It is, 15 yards.
So with the ball at the 5-yard line.
And there, you got to be a little smarter there as a return guy. Let that ball go.
Especially if you know you can't make a clean catch and run with it.
Yeah.
So, 11-point difference.
It's a 2-score game now.
It's a 2-score game for sure. Washington stands at his goal line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Doster, the running back. Washington's going to run. He's tackled at the 8-yard line. As good coverage down on the receiver.
I tell you, he's kind of a load to bring down too. He's not a small guy.
No, he's not. 6'3".
Tell you, last couple of defensive series, Rough Riders have played very well. Maurice Thorne in the game had good coverage on that play.
Gain of 3 at 2nd and 7. Yeah, Washington goes 235, 6'3". Looking right, passes, caught. First down. And moving forward a couple of more yards is Quentin Atkinson as they'll move the chains at the 23-yard line.
Well, I love the concept there. They just ran basically smash concept, double ends, ran a flag over top, and hit the guy right there in the window, and great pass, great catch.
Rough Riders crowd trying to get the defense to step up here and dig in as Washington calls out signals. Back to pass. Fires it across the middle, wide open. And Johnson with a big-time hit. And the receivers got the wind knocked out of him. It was a legal hit, but right to the breadbasket. Number 2 made the catch.
across the middle. Them little guys across the middle.
Hey, and
you better keep your head on a swivel and look out for a linebacker.
Johnson's a man, too.
Yes, he is.
Wiggum only goes 180 pounds.
I'd say Johnson's every bit of 15, 20.
Yeah. First and 10. Washington. And the pass is complete. Juggled and dropped. Should have been caught.
That should have been. I tell you, number one there, Terrence Warren, he didn't do a good job of getting underneath that stop route. It looks like they're flying their linebackers out underneath, trying to cover the flats.
Trying to cover the flats, yeah.
Yeah, one didn't do a good job of getting there that time, and that play was wide open.
Yeah, because their corners are bailing every time.
Yeah. Third down from the 19. Washington stepping up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's got the first down, and he powers to the end zone, and he scores. Wow. What a terrific run from David Washington.
That kid's impressive, guys.
Yeah, no question. It gets the energy back to within 5. 37-32.
That was a heck of a run. Nobody open downfield, and
ran through 3 tackles, 4 tackles.
Yeah, definitely broke some arm tackles.
Well, you're not going to arm tackle that kid, that's for sure. You got to put a shoulder in for him.
All right, so extra point kicker has missed the last 2, but he makes
missed that one too.
I think he missed it all again. He's missed again. 3 consecutive misses. Keeps it a 5-point game.
I think I'm going to send Seth to try out for the energy next week.
37-32. Still plenty of time left in this one. 9:51.
Hey, B, we need our boy T-Money.
Yeah, I know, right?
We'll take a 30-second break. And
he's down there in Carolina, too.
Be back in 30 seconds on Richmond RoughRider football.
Calling all CDL Class A drivers. DHI Express is currently seeking qualified drivers to run local. The company is seeking owner-operators, and the company can put you in one of their tractors and help you make money to purchase your own tractor. Home every night, Monday through Friday, some Saturdays. Call 804-414-1794 and speak with Debbie Smith. See what it is like to work for a company that cares about you and your hometown.
Okay, we're back here at the Richmond Coliseum as the Energy kick off to the Rough Riders after their touchdown and missed extra point. The ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line where Brian Randall and the Rough Riders will try to enlarge this 5-point lead. With 9:51 to go in the ballgame, they lead 37-32. Brian Randall got 3 pretty good receivers out there, and Rashad Carter. He also has Damari Jones and Daniel Lee. First and 10 from the 20. Carter in motion. The pass intended for Carter, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be second and 10.
Offensive line's got to do a better job of keeping those defensive line hands down.
Yep.
They're not getting any pressure, so they're timing their jumps on his pass.
Randall's had a couple of his balls tipped.
Got to make something happen here. You don't want to give the ball right back to Carolina after that.
Well, you definitely want to try to change the momentum here.
Coach Stout with Arena Football League can actually be on the field, and he had the word with Randall between those plays. Randall looking up to the right flat as Carter, and Carter powers forward for about 4 more yards. Rashad Carter is near midfield.
I tell you, Jeff, I like that idea. Throw the ball short. Pick up 5, 6, 7 yards every time you do that.
Yep. That's going to be 3rd and 5.
It's almost like running the football, guys.
Just an extended version of the run game.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Catch and throw. Especially look how far they're playing off on him.
The ball's on the near hash mark.
Right there.
Randall, plenty of time. It's caught inside the 10-yard line. First down. Daniel Lee on the reception. Randall threaded the needle.
Just a deep cross around behind the linebackers by Lee. That's a clutch throw and a clutch catch.
And so with 7:49 to go and the clock running, first and goal for the Richmond RoughRiders at the 9-yard line.
All right, guys, let's punch this one in.
37-32, Richmond.
I'd like to see a tackle eligible here again.
Daniel Lee in motion left to right. They fire it out to the left to Carter. Carter powers inside the 5. He's down to the 4.
There's a little bubble screen there. Great job by the ex-receiver blocking. And, Carter caught the ball, and he's just stronger than the guy covering it. Took him for a ride a couple yards there.
Jones did a good job on the wall over there blocking that corner, too.
Yeah, he did.
So it'll be second and goal from the 4-yard line. Lee this time will be flanked out to the right with, no, he's going to switch over and now be on the left side. Jones is on the right, and now Lee heads in motion to the right. Randall, touchdown! Carter with his second pick. Rasheed Carter with his second touchdown catch of the night.
And Jeff, Carter just ran a stick route there, just went down, found a nice little soft spot right in the end zone, sat down just like he did last time. That guy has a knack for getting open and finding a spot in the end zone. Great job.
Well, that's a mismatch there. You're asking a corner to cover that big body across the middle of the field. That's not going to happen.
In his second fourth quarter touchdown, and Stevens' extra point again is perfect.
Perfect on the night.
Indeed. And Stevens and Carter have given the RoughRiders a 12-point lead. 44-32 with 6:06 left, and this game has turned into...
Here's that basketball game we were talking about earlier.
In the first quarter, we were wondering, weren't we?
Well, Coach Irby called it. He was like, we still got a whole half of football left, so...
Well, as my first arena football game in my career, this is quite an exciting introduction to arena football.
We got two good teams playing here too. So.
Yeah, I tell you, this energy team is very good. And I think Richmond last year they were in a different league and playing different teams this year in a new league. It's not going to be as much of a cakewalk as it was last year. I think it's going to be tough games night in, night out, and that's what you want. That's what games to be competitive. You don't want to beat anybody 80-10.
So it's going to help you in the long run.
Absolutely,
so.
That's a great point.
Because you're going to have to face some adversity sometime, somewhere.
Yeah.
You might as well face it early on so you know how to deal with it.
Exactly. Stevens is set to kick off now with 6:06 to go in the game. And it's a boomer that's left.
Nice catch by the fans. Front row.
Goal post and out of the football field. And so it's a souvenir for one of the fans. No time off the clock. The ball is brought out to the 20. And does the team get to choose what hash mark it's going to be on?
Yes.
They choose the far left side. And so David Washington will go to work for the Carolina Energy. They're trying to also remain undefeated, but they have to come back from a 12-point deficit with 5:50 now left in the ballgame. Down 44-32. Washington calling out signals from his 15. He's pushed out of the pocket. Hardy's on the move.
Hey.
And Greg Hardy.
That shows you the speed of Mr. Hardy right there.
Oh, man. He was on the move, and he came up hurt. He's cramping.
You got a cramp, too.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast he got out of his stance?
Greg Hardy made the play on quarterback Washington, but is cramping up.
We've been talking all night about how great Washington is on his feet. 76 just chased him down from behind.
Yeah.
Like he was walking.
Did you see what Hardy did with his hands when the kid trying to punch him? He just swatted them both down. Use a little
learning from experience. Oh, low snap from center. Washington pulls it up. He fires incomplete. The ball was right in the hand of the receiver who dropped it. Atkinson.
Flag on the play.
And illegal defense.
Oh, illegal defense.
Yeah.
All right, describe an illegal defense in arena football.
I can't. It has something to do with the two linebackers. I do know that. There's a certain area they can go and where they can't go, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
We'll leave our engineer to look that one up for us.
They marked off the penalty to the 25-yard line. It's a 5-yard mark-off.
The fans are letting the officials know how much they appreciate them.
Clock down to under 5 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 5. Washington steps up. Fires incomplete. Intended for Atkinson. And good defense on the play by Reese Thorne, your Hopewell guy. And Greg Hardy back into the game. He moves that. Hey, Hardy's having fun, isn't he? He's going to become a crowd favorite.
That man's on a mission.
Yeah.
You know, that just goes to show you, football's football.
Quick pitch. Out to Doster. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And it's Hardy. Greg Hardy is a beast out there.
They tried to run a quick pitch to the edge to Greg Hardy's side. He just came in from cramping up, and he was having none of it.
He's a man amongst boys out there right now.
I tell you, it's fun to watch. There's a guy that's an NFL player that's played in front of thousands of people, and he's playing arena football and having a blast.
A loss of about 4 on the play. Washington back to pass. Pass is caught by Atkinson inside the 20.
That's a first
down. 18. Very close to a first down it is. So he gets about 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, just a little too much cushion there by Reese Thorne.
The clock running down to 3:40 to go in the game. Rough Riders up by 12 points. The energy. Pass from Washington to Atkinson, incomplete.
They tried to run the same play, and Reese Thorne that time was having none of it. Great job.
All right, we've got the illegal defense call here. The Mac linebacker rushes outside of defensive ends.
Oh, okay.
He's got to go in between A gaps, I believe. Good job by our engineer there.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Washington going for it all. Off the fingertips and incomplete. The pass was just about perfect.
That's a good job by Davon. Davon not let that receiver create separation.
And it was that. That was a good pass.
Perry Floyd, the intended receiver, just off his fingertips.
It would have been a great catch because he was covered so well.
Yeah.
But Washington did a good job of putting that ball in a catchable spot.
It really did. So it's 3rd and 10 from the 19. 2:30 to go in the game. Washington. And we have a whistle and flag fly.
It's like an offsides maybe, Jeff.
Yeah, looks like a defense.
It's going to be a defense offside. It's the clock stops with that at 2:28. We'll mark off 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
I'll tell you what Richmond's done. They've made him run about 4 minutes off this clock. You know, even if they score, they take a lot of time off this clock.
That's right.
2-score lead, that's huge.
12-point lead. Washington trying to cut in. Across the middle, it's dropped. It would have been a first down.
I tell you, the energy has dropped some key passes here in the second half.
I mean, Perry Floyd was wide open about 8-10 yards right there in the curl, and couldn't have thrown it any better, and he just dropped it.
Obvious 4-down territory. 4th down and 5 yards yards to go from the 14-yard line of the Rough Riders. Washington steps up in the pocket, fires out to the left. It's caught.
Short. Oh, they gave it to him.
And it is a first down for the Energy inside the 10 with 1:40 to go at the 8-yard line. But they're down by 2 scores.
Great job by Floyd of coming back and making a big catch there after dropping the ball.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Washington.
Oh, Hardy's tired.
Incomplete into the end zone intended for Floyd.
And they tried to run Floyd over and across the route. I think the umpire got in the way a little bit of that one. Unintentionally, of course. I think Richmond might need some subs on the defensive line right now.
You know, I think the Energy need to start thinking timeout.
Well, you need those timeouts.
Yeah, you're right. We're down to 1 minute. Washington, plenty of time. Fires to the end zone. Oh, that's a bit. We might see a little defensive interference there.
Yeah, he got there a little early.
He got a little push on him, and that's what the coach wants to see. And the official didn't see it. That looked like a little defensive interference there, but not called.
And maybe, Jeff, they're saying that was an uncatchable ball.
Okay.
It was too high. Couldn't be.
Maybe.
It was up there a bit.
So they're going to call timeout now with 55 seconds to go.
Somebody bring Greg Hardy some water.
And another one.
We'll keep it here. And I believe this is just the first timeout for the Energy in their half. So they still got 2 more timeouts. They trail 44-32. And players on both sides taking well-deserved glasses of water. Greg Hardy down on one knee, separate from his team. He's played a heck of a ball game tonight. And he came back into the game after he cramped up, and he's made it some significant plays.
Fourth down.
Well, that just shows how hard he's been going all game. I mean, he's gone out with a cramp. You know, he's gassed right now with 55 seconds left to go in the game. That guy's been going 110% all night.
He sure has. All right, here we go on 4th down. It's a big play right here. From the 8-yard line. Now they're calling 3rd down here.
Oh, 3rd down.
No, it's 4th.
I think it is 4th. And the lob pass caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was
number 82. It was 4th down. And the Energy are still alive here. With 48 seconds to go, they've made it a 6-point game, 44-38. And now the extra point kicker, who has missed 3 in a row,
they're going to go for 2, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, that would make it, a 4-point game.
I think I kick here. I think I gotta give it another shot. Make it a 5-point lead.
So maybe they think
you gotta score a touchdown no matter what.
Yeah, but you know what? All you do is you win the game with a touchdown. They don't.
Oh, we have timeout. Officials timeout. Every second crucial here. That 1 second dropped off the clock, and so they're putting it right back up there. It's a 6-point game, and the Energy are going for 2. The ball's at the 3-yard line. David Washington stands at his 8. Back to the 10, 11, looking, fires into the end zone. Incomplete, flag down.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the far side of the field. The pass is hit for number 82. And it looks like it might go against the Rough Riders.
It's hard to ask those DBs to cover for that long. You get some pressure on the quarterback, and those guys were getting pressure early in this drive. I think they're just gassed.
Holding. So they still have to replay. They still they get half the distance to the goal, and they have 47 seconds still. No time goes off on these extra point attempts. So Washington's still got to get this 2-point conversion. Back to pass. looking, fires it into the end zone. Nobody there. So it remains a 6-point game. Now, do they have onside kicks?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And I'll be trying to score a point here if I was them.
I believe they're going to try to kick it deep and use their 2 timeouts.
Yep. I think I'd be inclined to do that, too. Now, yeah, they could get 1 point back with the kick to the
kick. Yeah.
See, I don't like going for 2 right there for Carolina. I know the kicker's struggling a little bit, but
yeah,
you know, if he makes that when you're a 5-point lead, a touchdown will win you the game. Now you got to have a touchdown and a conversion.
Right.
I just it's tough to get there. We saw earlier how when you get too close to the goal line, it's really hard to get that ball in the end zone.
Right. Yep. Well, it'll be...
But RoughRiders are expecting an onside kick. They got their hands team out there, it looks like.
Yeah. Sonny Powell is set to kick off.
Yeah, you got Reese Storm back deep returning.
Reese Storm, the lone player deep. So RoughRiders have 7 players expecting an onside kick. And I do think you're right that they'll probably kick it long. No, they do try for it. Oh, and did the RoughRiders get it?
They got it, barely.
It didn't go.
It didn't even go 10 yards.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
So with 45 seconds to go, they can now.
That was actually a pretty good onside kick there.
Yeah.
He had a nice soft touch like he's had all night for his PATs.
45 seconds to go. The officials timeout. The ball's going to be placed at the 9-yard line for the RoughRiders. Now, what do you call here?
Run the football.
Yeah. That's what I... And make them burn their timeouts, but...
How many timeouts do the...
I think they got 2 more left.
I got you.
Yeah.
We got no running back, so I don't think we're running it. Well, the clock runs on an incomplete pass anyway, so
yeah.
Go ahead and score again.
They got the touchdown. That is that debate. Carter with his 3rd touchdown in the 4th quarter. Oh! How about that? Rashad Carter with 3 4th-quarter touchdown receptions. That put the icing on the cake for the RoughRiders. The flag goes down. Excessive celebration. RoughRiders.
I guess you're not allowed to
throwing it out
all in the stands.
Yeah. Well, the score, we got 50-38. So how do you take that on the kickoff? You're already kicking off from the goal line.
They're marking off on the PAT.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the RoughRiders will keep their unbeaten streak intact.
It's not over yet, Jeff. 39 seconds in arena ball.
It's like the second half of basketball in college. 40 seconds is like 4.5 minutes.
So they moved it back. Yeah, I guess maybe they'll add it on to the kickoff. I'm not sure.
Well, the ball's now at the 3-yard line. And Stevens will attempt the point after from the 10. He's been perfect tonight. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. All right. This has been a very entertaining football game. And the teams have played better and better, and as the game had a few penalties in the first quarter, and the execution got better and better. And the RoughRiders are going to go to 2-0, we believe, and
10-point lead. It'd be nice for him to put this one in the uprights, make it 14.
Next week's ball game will be against the Cape Fear Heroes. The following week, the Rough Riders will go on the road down to Florida. But I hope you'll tune in next week for tonight for the Rough Riders as they try to go to 3-0. We still have 39 seconds left in this one as Stevens prepares to kick. And he made it! He gets the extra point for the fourth time tonight. And it's a superb kicking night.
Yeah, that's a weapon when you have a kicker that can do that.
That guy's awesome.
Great. Yeah. He's been great all night.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct? What did he do that time?
Maybe that was from the previous one.
Oh.
They're going to
mark it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
So B-Moore, who would you give the MVP to tonight?
That's a good question.
I'd have to go with Mr. Hardy.
You think so? I tell you, Rashad Carter, 3 touchdown catches in the second half were pretty big.
Either him or 13. Mr. Hardy or number 13, Mr. Carter. I don't know, your boy Hardy just got another sack there, I believe. That's a close battle between those two guys.
Well, they're going to take a timeout with 24 seconds to go, and that is an interesting. Maybe we'll give one MVP for the defense and one for the offense.
I think you have to. Because Carter had a great fourth quarter.
He did. He had a great game. He really did. And he was noticeable when he wasn't in there. They ran the ball effectively and were able to move the ball much better when he was out of the game. I tell you, Chris Kane was from Catawba College, hadn't faced anybody like Greg Hardy before, has he?
I tell you what, he's going to feel this for the next couple of weeks.
It's a running play. Oscar's bottled up right after he received the handoff.
I think they're just trying to get out of here now.
Yeah. So the Rough Riders will walk off with their second consecutive win of the year, to the delight of the crowd. Richmond season moves to 2-0, and the Carolina Energy moves to 1-1. And we'll take a timeout and be back to wrap things up right after this.
Years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, X-Mark power equipment. Hairtech Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Hairtech Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? It's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge